This is the knockout artist, Chris Hero. And if you're looking for some true heel heat, you better listen to them boys.
What's up, True Heel Heat? True Heel Heat. What's up? True Heel Heat. All hands is on me. Hello everyone, it's the hardcore legend Mick Foley wishing a nice day to everyone there, right there at True Heel Heat. Yeah!
Rob Van Dam, listen to True Heel Heat. Pow!
Oye, te habla tío Sabio Vega. This is Sabio Vega and you watching True Heel Hit a mi manera o para la calle.
Hello, hello, hello. It is me, your True Heel Phenom, SP3. We are live on the True Heel Heat YouTube and Facebook for Rated Raw review number 82. Has the man lost her balls? Reviewing last night's August 25th, 2025 edition of Monday Night Raw as only we can. And to do that, of course, I am joined by my esteemed colleague. He is the resident true heel alcoholic himself, and debuting on the intro, top guy JJ, and I guess Romeo's here as well.
He wasn't even watching it. He was looking at his phone.
You saw me? Did you see my reaction?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still getting ready, you shit bags.
Completely missed it. You're gonna have to
did not
rewind
miss it because I saw it.
There's
But
no way
Romeo-
you saw it.
I did see
Romeo
it because it was
can see.
all of 1.6 seconds. So I did see it.
No, but Romeo, you can see how like he ruined my Triple H unreal moment where I orchestrated everything to time on the intro playing when he arrived. And then he just looking down.
Listen, hold on. All right, you know what? These motherfuckers are trying to rain on my parade. This is my moment. Damn it, motherfuckers! I finally made it.
Do you want me to run it back for you again?
No, I saw it. I swear to God, I'm in my like turquoise, whatever. I'm in a bright blue shirt or whatever the fucking like watercolor. I know what the fuck. I was in that shit. And I was laughing at the motherfuckers that was doubting me that I wasn't gonna make it here. I saw it. It was like 2 seconds, but I saw it. We made it.
People are happy for you in the chat. I love it.
We made it. We finally made it. Thank you, Romeo. We made it. Listen, hold on. You know what? To be fair, I told this motherfucker I'm going to probably be ready close to 115. He starts the stream at 110. You're on mute. That's how you already know you're wrong, because you're on mute.
No. I only muted myself because I have Bronx sounds in the back of my mic that picks up up in the mic. But no, I was saying,
That's fine.
Yeah, I was saying I'll start at like at 110, but I started at like 112. But I timed it perfectly where I would start the intro when you arrived in the studio, and you ruined it.
It's actually very useful. He saved you time.
That's crazy. I saw it. I saw it though.
That amazing vision for looking straight down. You got amazing peripherals.
Listen, you see the beauty of YouTube is if I miss 3 seconds, I can go back 3 seconds on YouTube. It's the lovely world at our fingertips. So if I miss 3 seconds, I can go back 3 seconds. And there it was.
There you go. I'm happy. I'm happy for you.
It took like an entire WWE year, but we here. We here.
Hey,
see? I was almost going to call out today.
The proper response is thank you, Romeo. Thank you, Romeo, for your hard work and effort.
Twice so you know what? Because when you muted yourself, you probably just stopped listening to me too. I did say thank you, Romeo, with my arms wide open like Creed.
That's how you end that's how you end the response, not start the response and then.
What channel are we?
I know what channel we are.
What the fuck with True Hill buddies now?
This is what you've been wanting. This is what you've been wanting.
I am elated. I'm happy. I am excited. I am thankful. And I am thankful. Like I just said, like my man Creed. Thank you, Romeo. With arms wide open.
You got Romeo here, like a dude that called out work, used PTO to call out from work, but still showed up to the staff party.
You thought I was gonna miss this episode where, I'm a big time fan, long time fan of my girl, Nikki Bella and the Bella Army, taking you to task for your silly list. Oh, you think I was gonna miss that? Woo! I'm here, baby. Let's go.
I ain't gonna lie. This was kind of a good episode.
Wow.
Now I know you're lying.
Now this review
I ain't
just got
gonna lie.
way more interesting.
This was compared to what we've been getting. This is a substantial upgrade.
I think outside of me getting roasted, I mean, that was the most notable thing from the show.
That already gave us show like 3 extra points.
Yeah, last week we had the feel-good moment of Naomi announcing her pregnancy. This week we got the feel-good moment of Nikki Bella roasting SP3.
I'm so happy for all of you. But yes, we appreciate y'all for joining us live. Y'all for watching us on demand. Show your appreciation back the simplest way possible. Drop the thumbs up on this video. You can share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. And of course, you can sound off in the comment section if you're watching us on demand. If you're watching us live, sound off in the live chat. We love to interact with all of you, hear your thoughts on last night's show or anything else going on in the wrestling world. And of course, if you want to show your appreciation back in the best way possible and help the growth of the channel, you can send a super chat donation. Any dollar amount matters. It goes back to the contributors that you see on screen with us here, and we always appreciate the support. We got Chilling with Chase in the chat who says Romeo got the new intro with the Becky stompers.
This was so
my
intentional.
fucking ass off.
That
was so great.
Intentional.
That's my favorite part.
Stompers. Yeah. You know what? And this was actually, you know what? And and not a lot of people give you credit, Romeo, but that was actually a really fire intro. Besides actually being in the intro, like it was very, very updated, and
I tried to
very up to speed. It was everything was brand new. There was not a single reclip that Romeo used in that new intro. So props to you for that, Romeo, because that was well done. Well done.
Thank you. Had to include that Lyra moment. I mean, that's her peak right there.
That was peak bad, but that was definitely a peak moment. That was definitely a peak moment.
What is he talking about?
That was definitely a peak bad moment. That was literally her worst moment on TV.
Pretty bad.
I had to include the devil's kiss for you, JJ. I had to include that for sure.
The Gooner move, baby.
Gooner move. Top guy JJ's Chucky Ducky quack quack moment.
I saw SP3 rolling his eyes. He was like, "This guy."
You know what? And you know what? When I rewatch, because I gotta catch all little Easter eggs at Rome, because Romeo's an Easter egg hunt. He's an Easter egg guy. I'm gonna catch.
We're gonna run it back.
We could run it back. I want to catch the Easter eggs that Romeo did, because I was kind of just so elated to actually just see me in there. I think I just missed a couple of the other Easter eggs. I did catch the Becky. Yeah. I caught the vision. I caught the newness. I know everything was brand new, but I think needing to see that again is I think it's well worth it.
For the first time.
Fair. We do have my I Make Biz just says SP3 continues to be part of wrestling of wrestling lore. Arm flex emoji. He says, "Don't worry, we got your back, brother," with the steam emoji. And not Romeo. Romeo doesn't have my back here. She probably saw the list and saw she wasn't in the top 10, so she was like pissed.
And that
I personally DM'd her.
What's crazy without even seeing this new intro? That's my little tagline there, is that I want Raw intro music to return. Like, we need that back at the start of Raw. Like, that shit used to get you ready for the show. Like, seeing that hot intro, you know what kind of made I was actually doing like one of my PT sessions, and one of the songs that just came in my head, like one of the songs that just came through on my list was the Nickelback Raw intro. And I was just like, man, this shit used to be lit when you had that intro in the beginning.
Yeah. I like Dynamite starting with the intro usually. So
that's
whenever it doesn't start with an intro, I'm like, this is kind of weird.
Man, y'all know what that Nickelback intro is.
Well, of course.
Now the Raw theme is kind of meh, but still, I agree.
Yeah, all the themes, because they went to kind of a hip hop route, but
just whatever.
They didn't go to like quality hip hop route. or people that are in their prime.
I'll say that Raw's is way better than SmackDown's. But
I think
but still-
NXT
but still
got the
mid.
best with Lil Wayne.
Probably.
I mean, it's a low bar, but
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. But let's run this back. Let's send it over here and run it back for the people. One more again. One more
time.
One more time.
Gotta always end with the champ.
Of course. Very well done.
That was beautiful, Romeo.
Very well done.
I tried
Romeo's
to
a
have the
pro.
updated roster, even though Gunther's injured, I still had to have him in there. What
I love
choking out McAfee.
I love how Romeo got the yeeting right before you see like a disappointed looking SP during the intro. Like I just love that. It just went hand in hand, went so well. And then I'm gonna say Penta got too much screen time. He got the cool walk, which he deserves.
Yes.
And then he got laid the fuck out.
Got the spear in midair. We got
laid out.
We got our main man, Greg Carter II. He says, we completed the story. Top guy is in the intro. Greg Carter, Dion Jenkins. They've been a part of your army in the chat who's been saying, put top guy in the intro.
Yeah. And that last comment by Greg, man. Yeah. Romeo. Realist editor on YouTube.
I know those aren't the current women's tag champions, but that shot is just so cool. The whole Judgment Day holding up all the gold.
That just belonged there. It just fit.
Yes. Greg Carter saying, let's go, Romeo. You're the best editor alive.
We got Roman in the intro, baby.
Let's go, Romeo. You're the best editor alive. Let's go, Romeo. You're
the best editor alive. It literally sounds just like you're the best wrestler alive.
Yeah.
Everybody's out of sync.
Well done.
It just goes perfect.
Greg.
Romeo couldn't find a shot of me just alone on Rated Raw Review, so he had to go to the True Heel Heat.
Yeah, you don't put yourself on solo screen here. I need a nice wide shot, but. And on True Heel Heat, you usually I
try to start every podcast with a bit. So most of my bits for me starting serious before I land a joke.
But
that's okay. You balance us out.
Never happy when he does the bit because he knows he's about to talk about some bullshit. So it's hard to catch him like laughing during one of his intro bits because. Especially the last month and a half.
He balances us out.
These top stories have been some bullshit. And not like it's not good content, but it's like, man, these motherfuckers just find ways to just do dumb shit just to get involved in people talking about it.
I believe in the AE Ramble intro, you are cracking up. So it does balance out, I think.
Yeah. We need a little bit of serious me. So that's good. I Make Beats also giving you a round of applause, Romeo, for the new intro. Bunch of love in the chat. We got Chuck Berries, who also says, congrats to JJ for making it official, LOL. And thank you, Romeo. It's about damn time, LOL.
You know what? When you say that, then I don't want to depreciate the work that he does. It's almost like when you overwork at your job and you finally get the promotion, you don't ever say finally. Finally. Like when your boss offers you that promotion and offers you an extra like $3-4 or extra offers you an extra 15-20 bands, you don't be like, well, finally.
You don't be like The Rock. Finally.
You know, you do the El Grande. Gracias.
Oh my God. Valov, who has been a member of the channel for 26 months. Shout outs to you, Valov, who's been a real shooter for us. We always appreciate all the support. He says, outside of SP3 getting roasted and Twisted Hugger Bailey, what do we even have? Anyways, JJ caught up on Chappelle Show, ? And then he says, THH is 8 years old now.
Oh, man. 8 years old. That is craziness. Sorry.
Yeah, you wasn't able to join us on Saturday. Did you have any thoughts?
Could not. I like from the moment because I was like, all right, I'm going to step off for probably like 10-15 minutes. So where I work, we hold these like events per weekend. And unfortunately, the 8-year anniversary landed on our like biggest like event that we hold in the store. So it was madness from the minute I even like started. I didn't even get into like work gear for like the first 2 hours of the day because I had to just like jump straight out. So it was kind of crazy. And by the time I finally got to sit down, it was like 3 o'clock. I was like, yeah, I know this show is over already. So what I need to do is I need to watch the episode like back, especially that first hour, because I know it's that reminiscent time of the True Heel Heat flagship, and it is fucking insane that we are 2 years away from a decade doing this shit. Like fucking insane, dog. Like unbelievable from literally like from no one watching this at all, and we were just doing it just to have arguments on video that we can fucking have receipts on. Like literally, that was almost to a degree almost like the purpose of it. It's like, yeah, I got receipts of what your dumbass said about 2 weeks ago on the podcast. And then here we go. Like, I mean, 8 years is a lot of rewinding and flashbacks, and from the people that we've had on here, from the family that's grown on here, most of us have become basically brothers on the show. That we do we get a chance. Everybody's fucking lives are so fucking busy. When we get chances, we get together for these wrestling shows and kick it and chop it, and you know, hopefully we get to do more of this stuff. I don't want to like take these times for granted because, you know, we getting a little bit older. So time, you know, bone starts to feel a little more dense. And then, you know, when you get that day off and you get those few hours away, you're like, fuck, this rest is literally a lottery ticket right now. So got to find a way to blend both of those back in and actually like, you know, get back to how it was, even to the smallest degree, how we were in like 2018, 2019, even 2017. Best time was when we all went, when we all went to Florida, and when the whole gang, it was like fucking 15 of us when we rolled into fucking the Hardy's barbecue. That shit, when we all rocked the True Heel Heat shirts. Oh man, like those shits, you cannot get those shits back, man. Those shits was golden, man.
Golden days. That was like the weekend all of this was born. We got I Make Beats. He says we're gonna have Jey Uso in this intro one more time.
We literally did it. Now we're all gassed.
Now I don't know if we could do the show.
Exactly. Chuck Berries with a super chat donation. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support. He says, okay, JJ, now that you got your official promotion, I will push for your first raise, LOL. And it starts with this super chat donation. Thank you so much.
There we go. See, beggars can't be choosers. Appreciate you, Chuck Berries.
Let's go.
And appreciate what you've done for the channel, because goodness gracious, we already know you've been a real one for years on this channel. So, and whatever day of the week it is, you always find, whether it's an hour, whether it's the whole show, 15 minutes, you always find a way to pop in and show love. So that is always appreciated, grateful. You know, like a lot of the stuff that we see so many of, like, it's essentially like True Hill, like Heat extension family to a degree of what we be seeing in the chat, what we be seeing in the interactions. Like, you guys are fucking awesome. Like, we some regular ass guys. And the fact that we get to entertain y'all or just be a part of y'all days, even if it's for a few minutes or a couple of hours, like, I swear to God, do not take any of this shit for granted, because I don't, you know, I'm not one of those people that presses like, oh, I've been here for 8 years. Like, yo, where my paper at? Like, I do this out of love. Like, I do this out of the love, and to be able to have some time to kick it with our brothers and sisters, because we don't get to connect and see each other as much because of how our lives intertwine and get so busy. And this motherfucker decides every 2 to 3 months to go on his hiatus and go across the world. So we're not even accessible to this fucking guy for like half the year. He goes, and when we're filming this fucking show right now, it'd be like 7 o'clock at night. So by the time this show is over, he's literally got to put the kiddos to bed and be a man and be a man to his partner. You know, that's it. Day is consumed. And then he gets like an hour of sleep, and then he's back on podcast shit again.
3-4 hours, not that bad.
You have to watch like 28 hours in a day, because I don't know how the fuck you fit 3-4 hours of sleep in there.
And then he watches everything.
That's
best part. We got Vala in the. I have no free time. Vala says, I'm the tribal heel because you know I can get tribalistic. There you go. Thank you, Vala. Thank you, Chuck Berries, for all the support in the chat. We also got Chilling with Chase. He says, I need y'all to please hit that intro one more time. He's like, should I?
Jay hasn't done that. Well, first of all, you got to get Jay in a match to even do it. But
that is true.
He hasn't been doing that.
Here we go. One more again.
Yeet!
Down, sit!
Bro, I don't know if you noticed, but like Penta's smooth operating walk, it lines up perfectly with the beat. I love it.
It does. It does. It's almost as good as the Sami Zayn one, the Sami Zayn edit.
Yeah.
Sami dancing on beat.
So, what was in there for? I know, Romeo, you're an Easter egg guy, so I want to kind of get an idea. So I already know what was for me. I
think it was for me too.
You gave me the intro. You gave me two. You gave me the intro.
He's the one smiling right after it. He's like,
yeah, you the one that gave me the intro and the Guna move. That's like right in sync. I'm trying to figure. So I know SP is an OG Roman fan. So I'm not sure if that's for SP or not.
I think it's for all of us.
What's for you? Something in this for you.
I didn't think about me when doing this. If you notice, there's no Charlotte and Alexa.
Well, because they're not on this show.
But they are the chance. I could.
The Judgment Day. He could take credit for Judgment Day.
Yeah, I'm a Judgment Day guy.
Yeah. If I seen Karrion Cross, then I would have credited you that as well.
So
Liv, when she
what's for
returns, will get a
SP?
more prominent role in that video.
What was for SP? What did you feel was for you?
What was for SP? Becky Lynch, of course.
Yeah.
The
Becky,
man,
The man,
man.
the goat,
the man holding up that
the
title.
goat, the goat. Because she doesn't just say it. Sports Illustrated.
So do you see that? Do you see how selfless this man is?
Look at this guy.
He is a true man of the people.
True man of the people. He's another one that doesn't sleep. He works so hard. All the thumbnails, all the intros, all
General
Romeo.
in the Bella
Thank you so
Army
much,
as well.
man.
That's another new title I've been given.
Oh God, now this. Do I have to deal with this today? That's what I have
General
to deal with.
Bella
I was
Army.
almost thinking that the Pat McAfee getting choked out was for SP, but then I saw
Yes.
Becky Lynch.
That too.
It was the
So
back-
you might have
back-
two as
back.
well, because
Yeah, there
Pat
you go.
McAfee getting choked out is random.
Yeah, I figured SP3 would love that. Yeah, because you know I'm a
I was
Pat
like-
McAfee guy.
It's like my favorite Pat McAfee moment, actually. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, before we get into Monday Night Raw, did you guys have any thoughts on the big wrestling weekend? You had AEW and JPW Forbidden Door, you had WWE NXT Heatwave, a bunch of indies, there was Stardom, everything else. What any thoughts on the wrestling weekend that was, JJ? What did you watch?
I gotta continue to finish watching Forbidden Door. I really enjoyed what I was seeing from what I saw so far. I gotta continue. I gotta finish that. I gotta finish up on that. Heatwave, I didn't watch it all, so I have no idea. I have no idea how Heatwave was. That's usually how it goes with NXT and AEW pay-per-views on the same day, just like the last time with Great American Bash. I still have yet to see that shit. So, and I'm probably never going to. But the main one for me to continue to finish watching is Forbidden Door. And
What you have left to watch from Forbidden Door?
I have the entire second half of the show. Because by the time I got home from work, I had a very late Sunday, which was actually kind of uncommon for me. I usually finish work at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I had one of my my top leaders actually had found a new much, she found greener pastures. So she got herself a new gig. So we're down a person for a week. So I end up working until like damn near 11 o'clock on Sunday. So that just threw my whole shit for a loop. So today's like my first true day off that I can finally catch up on shit the way I need to. You're still muted, sir.
I said that's good. What did you like from the first half of Forbidden Door?
I'm not gonna even try to cap to you and tell you what I liked about it because I was in a fog. I need to watch the show entirely because I think I started watching the show at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I don't remember when I fell asleep. So I think I didn't enjoy it as much as I know I would when I'm awake. So I'm not going to try to downgrade or comment on something that I kind of saw it like glazy-eyed.
That's fine.
It's gonna make that would be a lazy reaction if I give you a reaction to something I saw at 2 o'clock in the morning when I don't watch shit at 2 o'clock in the morning besides the pillow.
Romeo, what about you?
I just pulled up the Forbidden Door card to refresh my memory. Overall, I thought it was a very solid afternoon of in-ring wrestling. The only down points were some of the booking decisions that were made. You know, Kobe and Christian, that was just a beat down of Kip Sabian. Fletcher Takahashi, that was cool. The women's four-way, that was really good. Nigel and Zach, it was cool, but kind of a flat ending for me. Wish they gave it a more dramatic ending of sorts. The Hurt Syndicate, what was that? Why do we have Ricochet in the Gates of Agony? What are we? So random to cost them the match. Brodito's cool, but I just think they're gonna be one of those tag teams that we forget. Honestly, I don't know about strapping them like that so quick. Okada Swerve was cool. Wardlow, that Don Callis family has way too many people. Can we stop, please?
It's a basketball team. They needed a rebounder and a low post scorer.
Oh, please. Wardlow, another faction for Wardlow.
I did see Wardlow and was not excited about that at all.
They got KD with Okada. They got Steph Curry with Takeshita. You got Klay Thompson, Kyle Fletcher. You got Draymond Green, Josh Alexander.
I will tell you that fucking hidden blade to the one-winged angel.
Yes, that's a great combo.
I thought the house call and hidden blade was fucking lethal. It's literally death on death right there.
Storm and Athena, I feel like they're capable of more, honestly. Paige and MJF, they delivered in ring, but man, the stipulation just ruined it. Like this, there was a street fight. It felt like a street fight where the rules were if you get DQ'd, you lose. So it was just very weird. And then everything that happened in the end, the ref was annoying. This overbooked as hell. Lights Out Steel Cage match was awesome. I was getting worried like they weren't going to beat Don Ospreay. Like, Ospreay, you're not going to actually leave without putting someone over. Like, someone's got to kick your ass. They beat the shit out of him. Only thing I would have liked to see is like the baby faces make a little bit more of an attempt to try and get in the cage and save him a little bit.
Yeah, I needed someone outside of Darby to climb the cage.
Right. And as for Heat Wave, really enjoyed Jordan and Blake. Blake got a chance.
That was really good.
Got a chance to finally show her wrestling chops, which is pretty good. And Femi, Javon Evans, my God, those guys, they killed it. They are both ready to me. Femi is like, he's gonna be a monster on the main roster. I hope they treat him with the same reverence that they treat some of these other young guys that they're high on, because he is awesome.
Yeah, you had a lot more energy speaking about Heatwave than you did of the video.
I only did 2 matches.
I'm just
the rest of Heatwave was kind of
you were pumped.
It felt.
Good.
I'm just trying to read the room.
the last two NXT Premium Live events have felt like special episodes of the television show. Hasn't felt like a Premium Live event. And I think that's what like most of the card suffers from. Like you said, like I said, like when I talked about Great American Bash, I thought the 2 notable things or notable matches from the show was Oba versus Inamura and Paige versus Ricky Saint. But will I be mentioning them at the end of the year? No. I think that the difference with this show between that one is that Obafemi and Javon Evans, I think, is up there as far as like NXT matches of the year. I think that was one of the best NXT matches so far. That was they just have a great dynamic, and that's the feud that you build on NXT right now.
And I got a kick out of Team Canada, just everybody cheering for them over the Team USA. That was fun.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. That match was probably the worst on the show, but the atmosphere was great.
And I don't blame them. I was rooting for them, Team Canada at home.
Yeah, of course. Bunch of love for Javon and Oba, as well as Blake and Grace in the chat. We got Annika says, yes, Romeo, if Marina can climb the cage. Yeah, one of these dudes, the Lights Out Steel Cage, should have climbed the cage. Like, I thought that Forbidden Door, I said that the biggest thing that I could say for it was the best paced and match placement of any AEW pay-per-view this year. Because it was basically match placement and pace like a New Japan show, where every match was bigger in stakes or star power throughout the night. It was basically we're going from the mid-card titles to these upper mid-card titles, and then the main 3 matches is the women's world title, the world title, and this all-star Lights Out Steel Cage matchup.
But for me, Athena, Tony, it's like the crowd was kind of
they were flat. They were flat. Yeah, they were
kind of screwed by that.
They were flat for that. They got into it late, and they had a great finishing sequence for them. I thought that was a great match. I thought that like Forbidden Door, out of the 9 matches, I thought 5 to 6 were great. I think that the best match was the Lights Out Steel Cage matchup, but I think that like I said before with Javon and Oba, they stand up with the other great matches on Forbidden Door. Every other great matchup, I think that's just as good, or if not better.
Yeah, that could have been on a Forbidden Door. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we talked about everything else. We talked about 8 years of True Hill Heat. Let's talk about.
We can zip through this in like 20 minutes.
WWE Raw. We always zip through it because we never want to talk about Raw now. What happened to this Raw? What happened to the Raw that I love? What happened, JJ?
I don't know. I mean, we've been talking about this for how long now?
It's been like a month now.
Like, it's almost like now if we get like 2 good segments of the show, it feels like a really good show. And that is really bad. When
I said it's really not, though.
When it runs 2.5 hours.
It's
like that is.
It's like one segment has to be very exceptional to like get this to at least thumbs in the middle.
Yeah.
At least one section on the show has to be exceptional.
And well, we ain't get that. Oh, we got actually we did get that. We got that. We actually did get that. We got
all the thumbnail, baby.
Just because I got roasted, that's the exceptional.
That automatically makes it at least thumbs in the
you
middle.
already
at
know
least.
Raw's getting a thumbs up today, no matter how shitty the show is. At least from Romeo and I.
The drama.
Spoiler alert.
This is some ridiculous bias. Some ridiculous bias and some wishing of my downfall, basically.
Nah, this is just, we've heard it for like 1,000 weeks in a row. And a certain fearless woman just got tired of hearing it. And she said, fuck that and fuck you. Fuck you saying fuck me for.
Becky's only been a heel since April. It's only been 4 months, guys. It's only been 12 weeks.
Should have got number 1 on your list, right?
It definitely wasn't going to be what you wanted or what Nikki wanted. So,
I think Nikki would have agreed with Charlotte number 1.
No, she wouldn't. Get the fuck out of here. All right, let's talk about it. Monday Night Raw. This week's Monday Night Raw took place from England. What did you think about the crowd last night, or yesterday afternoon for ours, in Birmingham? What did you think, Romeo?
Ass. They sung along for the first segment, and it's like they got tired. I figure a lot of those people probably went to Forbidden Door. Maybe that was only like 2-hour drive or 2-hour train ride, whatever.
Yeah, I could see
possible. Yeah, I could see you being way tired out from Sunday and then just barely making it to Monday. And like, I'm here, I'll sing for Roman. I really love Roman, but I'm tired after all that. That's what it felt like for me.
Yeah. But WWE's thinking was, why would you go to Forbidden Door when you can go to Monday Night Raw the next day? You shouldn't be
watch
going
all
to
these
Forbidden
mid matches.
You shouldn't be going to Forbidden Door. Come to Monday Night Raw. You get to see Roman. JJ, what did you think about the crowd in England yesterday?
They have a very high bar.
Yeah.
So clearly, compared to what we get here in the States, the crowd was fucking amazing. But to their standards, they yeeted themselves out in the first 15 minutes of the show. They definitely yeeted themselves out with the Roman Love Fest. They definitely yeeted themselves out, and they literally took segments off.
I mean, to be fair, some of the segments were rightfully taken off.
I mean, but that is what Raw has been.
And that Roman segment was about 25 minutes long of chanting.
Yeah, like that shit it felt like forever. Like that shit was, and it's crazy. That shit had me thinking of how they wouldn't let that man talk for an entire 10 minutes of a show. And it was to fucking shower hate on him. And then here he go. He's not allowed to talk for the first 10 minutes is because they can't stop glazing him.
Stand up if you love Roman.
No,
Stand up
stand
if
up
you love Roman.
love
That's a chat. I like that chat. That's funny.
That's a good one. I think that they were trying to top Sunday, which my favorite chant of Sunday at Forbidden Door was Christian, oh, won't you be my dad? That shit had me dying.
Oh, that's what they were saying.
Yes.
Ah, won't you be my dad? Ah.
Yeah. Because
Wow.
it's usually Bailey.
Yes.
Won't you be my girl?
I thought it was saying like, won't you be my guy? It's like,
All
No.
these,
dad. Okay, it makes more sense.
all these fatherless kids out there in that crowd.
That was the best part of that match.
It was most notable. We started off the show with LA Knight, Rhea Ripley, and Nikki Bella arriving at the building. Then we get Roman Reigns kicking off the official show. The crowd anxiously chanted OTC before his song even rang, but he comes out and they're singing, continuing in the cadence as usual with his OTC chants. He soak in all the chants. They did different song, like you said, the all the love to stand up if you love Roman, stand up if you love Roman.
Look at this.
That's a shot. That's a shot.
Acknowledge him.
Look at the acknowledgement. That's a shot, bro.
That is the acknowledgement that Roman Reigns expects. Roman
I don't know if Roman gets humbled too much in his life, but this must have been very this must have been very humbling. It
had to be. Had to be. He can soak it in now that he's a babyface. So I think he enjoys these moments, especially after all he's been through. Reigns
losing shoes week after week.
Well, I'm not talking about that, but okay. Reigns says that he had plans for tonight, for the rest of this year and next year, but he had to be honest with himself. The fans acknowledged him, but there was something he had to acknowledge. The fans were loud as always, like old times. But Reigns was not the same guy he used to be. The fans chanted, "Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are." Reigns responded, "Maybe I can be." He said, "Cody Rhodes, boo."
These pricks.
No. Roman said, interesting.
Interesting.
I was like, oh my God, that's the new Seth Rollins. Yeah, that's right. No pop. That him acknowledging that Cody gets booed, that was Joe coming out. That's not Roman.
That's his
Joe.
spot. That's his spot that Cody has.
Yes. He was like, whenever somebody mentions my name, I get cheered. Interesting.
Guess I gotta be the baby.
He predicted it a year. He said that Cody predicted it a year and a half ago. Reigns said
Cody Damas.
Reigns said that Seth Rollins and the Vision followed through on everything that Cody said.
You couldn't remember the name of the Vision.
Yeah, he said Seth Rollins and what are they calling themselves? The Vision? He says they took everything from him, and the fans start chanting, "Fuck you, Rollins! Fuck you, Rollins!" He said,
"Very late."
I was definitely put a smile on SP's face for that.
Oh yeah, I've been on my "Fuck you, Rollins" for a couple of months.
Oh yeah, better Seth chant later.
Reigns agreed with their sentiment. He says that he didn't have what he used to have. He didn't have a bloodline. After the crowds chanted "Yeet," Reigns says that he was proud of Jey Uso. People complained about Jey being in the title match instead of him, but Jey was the one who scored the pinfall in their match. He deserved to be in the title match. That was a big endorsement for Jey Uso here. Then you get the Vision. He says the Vision took his bloodline. They took his wise man. They took his titles. They ran out of things to take. So they had to find something else, leading him to talk about his shoes, which brought out Paul Heyman and Bronson Reed. Heyman said that it's been 5 years since Brock Lesnar's wise man joined Roman Reigns. Bronson Reed reminded him this week. They changed the entire industry together. Reigns was all alone now, but Heyman missed him. Heyman loved him 5 years ago, and he still loved him now. The fans sang Roman's name, so Heyman instead sang Reed's name to the same tune. He tried to lead the fans, but they sang for Roman instead. Heyman then says that the fans disrespected him, and they weren't tough enough to live in Manchester or rich enough to live in London, so that's why they live here in Birmingham. Heyman did not want to disrespect Roman, but what Reigns needed was tough love. The same tough love he's always given Roman. Heyman wasn't man enough to beat the tough love into him, but Bronson Reed was. Reigns called Heyman a dumbass because Heyman would kiss his ass after he kicked Reed's ass. Reed said that Reigns needed a history lesson. He said that Reigns' tribe from Samoa is civilized, but Reed's isn't. Reed's tribe was exiled to Australia. Reed's tattoos were all Reigns' tattoos were all paid for, while Reed's were earned. Reed was the Samoan that your daddy, Roman, warned you about. And he was about to find out why. Reigns simply responded, "Hold up, this guy's Samoan? That means your ass belongs to me." The crowd popped for that. Reigns invited him to the ring to return his shoes, apologize to the fans, and acknowledge him. The fans chanted, "Give his shoes back. Give his shoes back." Reed turned him down, so Roman left the ring and went after him. They met in the aisle. They start brawling at ringside all through the barricades. Security tried to get in between them when they get into the ring, so Reed broke through. He squished everyone in the corner. He then got control. He started beating down Roman for a bit. He then goes to take Roman's shoes, but Roman is able to fight him off. Reed, though, he squishes Roman. He tries to go for a tsunami going up to the top rope. Officials tried to stop him, but Reigns was able to recover. He hits him with a big Superman punch, knocking Bronson Reed out of the ring. As security is trying to lead Reed from ringside, Reigns jumps over the steel steps, jumps onto the pile. He starts brawling with Bronson once again. And of course, it is official. It will be Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed this Sunday at WWE Clash in Paris. This whole segment, basically with the whole lead-in with the recap from last week, as well as people arriving at the building, and then this segment alone was 27 minutes in total.
The crowd extended a lot of that with all their
Romeo,
segments.
what did you think about Roman and Reed and Heyman to kick off this show?
This was an enjoyable segment. One of the few on the show for me. I thought everybody brought it on the microphone.
I think Romeo's muted.
Am I?
No, I was here on him.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey.
SP can't hear me. Wire problem. But anyways, Roman being very nice about Jey Uso. It's kind of different. I hear my echo.
Now I hear him twice.
It's because I turned off my headphones because I couldn't hear him.
You hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. Roman being very nice about Jey. Very off character for some of you guys watching at home. It's like, I like it, but it's not the Roman I know. Not the Roman that I've been used to, that I've been groomed to for all these years. But anyways, Heyman and Bronson were great on the mic. I like Bronson bringing up his Samoan roots and explaining that he's the monster his daddy warned him about. That was great. Roman was hilarious, saying, "Oh, you're Samoan? Wow." And didn't they have a match like in War Games? Like it was mentioned that he was Samoan too before, and I guess Roman just forgot or something like that.
Roman was too worried about trying to find a tag team partner.
Yeah, that too. Yet another pull apart brawl. But realistically, these guys should be having a ladder match for the Shula Fala. Am I wrong? Now, Roman's not going to do that. That does not work for Roman. But realistically, it should be that. Or at least a street fight. Something like that. I feel like this has escalated to that point. But I enjoyed this segment for sure.
I don't think the first match should be like a street fight or anything like that. I think you can build to that if the first match is successful. I think it should have like relaxed rules, but I think they can get away with like a common singles match. But I think it is doing a lot for Bronson Reed. It's something that probably was just supposed to hype up the SummerSlam matchup. I don't know if they had plans to do Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns in this whole rivalry between Roman and the Vision, but I think it was the shoe stealing got over so much. I think they had no choice but to go to it immediately after.
Yeah, because it seemed like Roman was not going to be a Clash at first. It seemed like he got written off TV. Then all of a sudden he's advertised for Raw. Then he's advertised for Clash. It's like, oh, maybe Roman's adding these extra dates for Bronson. Is Roman? I don't know. Maybe he likes him.
And I think it's also Roman's needed to help the Vision. Like the bloodline, I think the thing that isn't talked about enough when it comes to the bloodline is how many stars Roman was able to get over in that 4-year run, from Jey Uso to Kevin Owens to Sami Zayn to Solo Sikoa to even last year Jacob Fatu added to that list. Like Roman has done so much by just being in the same orbit as certain people. He has helped to elevate them. Just having matches where they eventually lose, they get over in the process. Like the whole essence of the whole Drew McIntyre here character started from losing to Roman at Clash in the Castle back in 2022. Like he has been so important to the whole entire kind of ecosystem that is WWE.
Yep.
Top Guy JJ, what did you think about this opening?
I mean, the Roman Love Fest was really cool. I thought it was like maybe 7 minutes too long, but it was good. That was, I mean, it was at a point though, it's almost like it's good that the moment happened because it's like he truly like got his flowers, because he's never been able to get his flowers like that because he's been running the ship as a fucking mean-ass tribal chief. So I guess this was kind of like just due for him. So that was it was cool that he got that. I thought everything that kind of he was saying until Paul Heyman came out was relatively boring. And then Paul Heyman came out and then it all got really interesting. Then that's when it got interesting with the back and forth and of course the Samoan line was probably one of the best, and then you had the Paul Heyman, of course, you know, finding some slick way to shit on wherever he's at, and the people, you're not rich enough to live in London, he fucking poors, and you all got to settle here, he fucking poors, and you know, and when I was watching this segment, man, I was actually, when they came out, I was more mad at Bronson Reed than anything, because the fact that Bronson Reed absolutely cooked these sneakers without ever even wearing them shits are fucked up. Like, my God, like, gee, I know the man wears a size 15. I know those are some big ass shoes to put in a travel bag. But Jesus Christ, you ain't got no respect for the kick game, bro. Like, them shits are... how them shits look so cooked and them shits got worn once? Them shits were worn for the first time and that motherfucker Bronson Reed fucking cooked them shits and them shits weren't even on his feet.
It's even more disrespectful.
Those spikes were fucking terrible. And I knew Roman wasn't getting his feet taken yesterday because he was wearing some wet cement Jordan 4s. Them shits, he was not letting them shits go. Them shits ain't going nowhere. Them shits ain't going nowhere.
He was like, you are not taking these today, sir.
Nowhere. Yeah, I was like, I saw him going for them kicks. I'm like, man, that Roman ain't letting you have these shits. Fuck out of here. Wait till he has another pair of dunks on or some shit. He might give you those. But he ain't giving you no wet cement Jordan 4s. Those are the Paris Olympics. He ain't letting them shits go at all. But everything after that was relatively basic, pull apart brawl and all of that good stuff, kind of tries to intensify this match that's happening. But I do enjoy this a lot for Bronson Reed because he is getting a really, really, really big moment. And this is good for him. And again, another star that the Tribal Chief creates. Thank you, my Tribal Chief. Because he is just literally a star maker. He's a star maker, And I'm also going to acknowledge my Tribal Chief because my Tribal Chief has been full-time for these past 2 months. My man has only missed like one show in the past like 6 weeks.
Enjoy it because you only got this Sunday then.
Hey, I'm acknowledging my full-time Tribal Chief for the 6-week run, whatever we got. He has been on Raw damn near every week.
He could take 2 months off after being on for 2. It's 2 months on, 2 months off. He can do that. He's our Tribal Chief.
He said I forgot the exact line. He said something in the promos like things aren't how they used to be or something like that. And I was like, when he was saying this, I was like, wow, this is almost like a metaphor for Raw, the actual show. It's like, wow, things haven't been how they used to be at all.
Nah. Everything's felt off since the opening minutes of the Netflix premiere when Triple H told us everything's fake.
No. We had a good run of Raws.
No, there was some good Raws. I always say the Raw after WrestleMania was one of the best Raws in years.
It seems like
there's always bright spot. Even though 2025 has been a down year, WWE always has his bright spots and his bright moments.
A stretch where there was like guaranteed 7s on here. Now we'll be shocked if we get a 7 to be how it used to be.
I mean, essentially, this is probably why Roman's been having to show up every week because of this show has been so fucking dog shit. He's like, if my presence could at least get his show a couple of bumps up, then that'll help the viewership and the people and satisfy some people because whenever he's not on camera, and then everything that we get after that is like, sheesh, it's like you could just feel the downgrade when he leaves. Especially that shit was prevalent yesterday. That downgrade was real when he left, yo. Real.
Yeah, spoiler alert, this was one of the better segments of the night. So yeah. But backstage, like last week, Finn Balor couldn't find Dominic Mysterio, but at that moment he bumped into Dom, who was chatting it up with El Grande Americano. Balor asked him what was up, and Dom said not to worry about it, and he says that he's going to finish his conversation, and he joined them later as JD was in action up next, and it does not
look like Ludwig at all.
No, that's not. That's another guy.
Who is this?
That's another guy.
Who the hell is this?
That's a whole nother guy.
That is not Ludwig. That doesn't look like Ludwig Kaiser.
That's a fucking extra.
Bro.
Who had a nice
physique. More
physique.
Confused now.
They just throwing anybody in this suit, bro.
That's hilarious, actually. Bravo, WWE. Bravo.
That motherfucker looks full-blown American.
Who the fuck is this?
They got another Brit who has 6-pack abs, apparently. Balor was in the
Raw.
Balor was in the corner of JD McDonough as he went one-on-one with Dragon Lee next.
I was like, whose music is this?
Yeah,
never hear JD's music.
I know, it's very rare that we ever hear his music, and now he has this slow down Judgment Day variant of his music as well, so it was extra not noticeable. But Dragon Lee coming out here, going one-on-one with JD McDonough early on. Balor attempts to interfere, but he's thrown out from ringside. The fans seem disappointed, as this was a very rare occasion where the fans actually booed the referee for tossing a heel from ringside. McDonough took control. He caught Lee in midair with the drop kick. He took over, and then about like 90 seconds into the matchup, they went to break. Then we come back from break. Dragon Lee made his comeback the moment they returned. Dragon Lee hit a snap German suplex, Poison Rana, but McDonough came back with a Spanish fly for a 2 count. Lee followed later with a great looking Liger bomb for a near fall. You get Dom coming down to try to interfere, but AJ Styles ran out to attack him and chased him off through the crowd. Corey Graves called Styles the hater of the year for once again traveling overseas just to attack someone. Using the distraction, you get Dragon Lee, who takes advantage. He hits a hidden blade, and then he finishes JD off with the Destino, aka Operation Dragon. I love that they are just telling Dragon Lee, just steal all your former New Japan colleagues' moves, why don't you? Because they're not on the mainstream. They didn't want to come to the big time. You're here. You need some stuff to stand out, bud. This was Dragon Lee's first TV win since April, and his first singles win since November of 2024.
Crazy.
Romeo.
What the hell's the name of that move? Operation what?
Operation Dragon.
I hate it. It's Destino. That's what it is to me.
It's the Destino. Yeah. Destino's the great name for it, actually.
What is that other name? Oh my, terrible. I thought they did fine for the time they were given. I could do without yet another distraction. Oh my God. Distractions. And thank goodness Dragon Lee won. That was enough wins for luchadors on the night. We're not getting 2 of them.
Get tapped out after that. JJ?
Match wasn't bad. Like it was actually not a bad match. I just thought this just, how you follow the Roman and fucking Bronson Reed segment with this? Like it would like this was just. Are
you calling him Bronson Reed? Or it's Bronson? I can't tell. You saying Bronson?
Bronson. I
don't want Jalen Brunson to be associated with Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed, whatever the fuck. Tomato.
No. Because Brunson is Jalen Brunson. That is an elite name. We cannot give Brunson to Bronson Reed. You know what I mean?
Sure. Whatever you say. Like I said, the placement of this fucking segment, the placement of this match to me was just weird as fuck. So I tried to enjoy it for what it was. It wasn't bad, but Jesus Christ, I was kind of wondering, because I'm thank you that y'all kind of answer some of these questions, because I was like, where the fuck did Dragon Lee started doing all of these New Japan moves all of a sudden?
We are so back.
I was like,
Dragon Lee stock is back.
Like he just started. He just like, all right, I'm about.
He's like, I'm spamming all my former coworkers.
He's like, I'm probably gonna get released from this place anyway because they ain't doing shit with me, so I might as well just do everything. Fuck
I'm
it.
gonna give my shout outs to New Japan and to AEW. How about it?
But whatever, Dom and AJ's interaction, sure, whatever that happened. I did like the line that Corey did say in there. He said there isn't an ocean he won't cross to screw Dom. I was like, okay, all right, yeah. He's doubling down on this hater of the year dialogue.
Hey, at the end of the day, it's all one big flat earth for AJ Styles.
As long as Dom's there, he will find a way to get there. And the match happened and the ending happened, and I was like shocked as fuck to see Dragon Lee get a W. I was like, you got a W? Like, for what? Like, not like y'all won't do anything with him. Like,
I thought it was good for the amount of time it got, but it only got like 8.5 minutes. With the ad break, you only see about like 6 of those minutes.
Like, I mean, and the crazy thing is because we all know how talented and how good Dragon Lee actually is. It's like he got a cool little graphic, but his music sucks. So nobody could get into that shit. Like, why does he have some hip hop ass fucking theme? I don't get it.
I'll be honest.
If
he traded the music with Ray Phoenix, if he had Ray Phoenix music and Ray Phoenix had his music, I think everything would be okay.
Sure. I just, it is what it is. But yeah, that whole sequence happened, and the downgrade has begun in processes of Raw because this shit goes in waves. Like, it gets good, and then it's really, really, like, mid, and then it could be bad, and then you'll get something that pops, and then it goes back to mid.
And yes, Dragon Lee won, but remember, JD was distracted. They can't even give Dragon Lee a clean win.
We'll get that yet. LA Knight,
yeah,
one of the number one contenders for the World Heavyweight Championship, is backstage with Jackie Redmond. He wondered if CM Punk maybe put him through the table on purpose last week. Even if it was an accident, what did Punk do right after that? He shrugged his shoulders and he just left. He didn't try to help me. Knight agreed with Punk that they should have worked together against Rollins, but Punk created an environment where that could no longer happen. Knight knew that Punk was hungry, but they were all hungry. Knight would make sure everyone else went to bed hungry because he would win the title in Paris. Yeah. He found it very convenient that he was the only one from the four-way that had a match tonight. Knight planned on a smacking Bron Breakker back to factory settings, and that's because he's facing the one and only megastar LA Knight. Yeah. Good promo for a Knight, but this promo and the promo we would see a little bit later made me realize that the most heat going into Sunday is on Knight and Punk, not the four-way, not anything with Seth Rollins. Really.
I think that's Seth Rollins' intention, though. I think he enjoys that.
I know kayfabe was that's what they're trying to get across, but what I'm saying is fan investment. I don't think anyone's invested in anything concerning Seth Rollins. I think they would be. Punk? I think the fans in general. It seems like that was the biggest reaction when we see what we would see later. That's the biggest reaction when there's promos going on. It's for anything that's Knight going after Punk, Punk going after Knight. When they start brawling later on in the show, that's where the heat is. That's where the interest is.
I guess we're all resignated to the fact that Seth Rollins is winning anyways. So
I think it's one that, and one Seth Rollins is not a heel that's connecting with the audience because he's not a heel at all.
Nah, they did say some pretty rude things to him. Like he's a pussy. They will sing the shit out of his song, though. That will never go away for some reason.
Then
we'll chant you're a pussy,
song.
but we'll sing your song.
And change the fucking song.
You know, that doesn't sound that difficult either, Tucker, JJ.
Like, my God.
I thought there was a song ready. They haven't switched to it. I don't get
it. This is probably the most. This is probably like the laziest setup for a fatal four-way match you're gonna come across for a long time. Because one, it is hella obvious who's losing the match.
Yes.
It's hella obvious who's winning the match.
Yes.
And LA Knight's, CM Punk's, Jey Uso's promos all mean shit. They don't mean a motherfucking thing. They all are coming out flat. They don't because it's the fucking is a foregone conclusion of what the fucking night is gonna be. I don't need you to unless you say some from some outlandish or some heroic shit. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, you just now found out, like, LA Knight, like, that's why I was kind of like looking like perplexed. Like, first of all, I thought that LA Knight promo sucked. Because you're talking about CM Punk of all fucking people. CM Punk of all people. You're trying to work something out with CM Punk and then trying to figure out his mindset. CM Punk doesn't even know CM Punk's mindset. Like, CM Punk would literally forget something that he said 3 weeks prior and then say something like it's new the next day. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what the fuck you trying to correlate something with this man? Like, let that man be about his business, and then fuck, if he gets in my face, then I'm gonna throw hands with him. I ain't trying to coordinate with this motherfucker. Like, CM Punk is the epitome of a backstabber. Like, why am I dealing with him at all? And then you literally have 4K footage of him not giving a fuck about what happened to you the week prior. Why are we still rationalizing? I'm throwing hands with him when I see him, because he's the one that put me through the table. Like, fuck, we're trying to reason and rationalize this fucking whatever conflict they got. It's like, what the fuck ever, dude? Like, shut up.
If I were the performers, I wouldn't want to waste a good promo on this foregone conclusion of a match.
Yeah, and that's why
I'll save my good stuff for when it's more up in the air, you know.
And that's why it's coming out the way it is. It's like they kind of know.
Just
They
bullshitting their way
know.
there.
Yeah, they all know. Like, and it just feels like they all know, because it's like these are all half-ass promos, and they just doing their job until
That
they
being
get to
said-
Sunday. Yeah.
That being said, the crowd, because of what the crowd is, they're going to make it electric, even though this is the most foregone conclusion of a match there is. I think the crowd's going to make it still electric.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I mean, France, they set a high bar with Backlash last year, so I expect this crowd to be insane on Sunday.
Yeah.
One match that I worry about, no, I mean, I don't worry about it because of where these guys are from. These guys are from Europe, so I expect them to get a big reaction, but I don't know if this match will be good or bad. Rusev, he has a video package talking about his Donnybrook matchup with Sheamus coming up at Clash in Paris and going all over how we got here. We get the same from Sheamus later on in the show, where Sheamus goes over that he was worried for the rest of the locker room when Rusev came back and how much of a bully he can be, but when that affected him and his friends, he had to step in, he had to step up, and that's how we've gotten here, but it all ends on Sunday. What did y'all think about the two video packages from Rusev and Sheamus to build up the Donnybrook matchup on Sunday? That's the match that I'm least interested in at Clash in Paris.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness they didn't do another pull-apart brawl. We're like, okay,
Yeah.
we got Bronson and Roman for that tonight, so you guys are going to do
Yeah.
backstage vignettes. I thought Sheamus's was a little better, but that's not saying much. I'm okay for this match. Like, I think, sadly, I think Nikki is the one I'm least excited about.
I'm weirdly excited about that because I know the atmosphere will be electric. I'm more like concerned about like Nikki being able to
Right.
balance,
Which I don't have concerns for either
But-
of these two.
But I'm excited about that because it can either be horrible or it can be surprisingly great. So I think like we've said this a couple of times on the channel recently, but the wrestling that is the most worthy of talking about on channels like ours are very, very bad wrestling or very, very exceptional wrestling. Everything in between, sometimes it doesn't even feel worth it.
I will be stunned if Becky can carry Nikki to a better match than what Sheamus and Rusev will do. I will be stunned, and I will give her all the credit in the world.
And if they have a match that's equivalent to Rusev and Sheamus, it will feel
That's a win.
even better. It
That's a
will feel
W.
even better than what Rusev and Sheamus will give us.
That's a
I think I have no doubt. I have no doubt in Sheamus. He's gonna deliver, especially the fact that he hasn't been on pay-per-view for so long after missing
And they are
WrestleMania.
they do have the advantage where they can use whatever they want.
Yeah, very true. You're muted, Top Guy JJ. Yeah.
You know what's sad is that
Rusev.
this actually this actually wasn't a bad promo between them. It just came like 5 weeks too late. like we've gotten so much mid bullshit out of this weekly pull apart, and the interest is completely out the fucking window. This was actually like being like non-biased here. Is like that was actually one of Rusev's best like vignette videos.
Wow.
And Sheamus was actually really good because they connected to each other. And it sounds like if you saw all of that for the very first time and we didn't see all the weeks prior and knowing that this match would be taking place, this could be a hell of a match. But if we got all that shit before it, what completely nuked what could have been any good or any like good feelings about this, and that couldn't resurrect it, like because that was, you see, that version of what Rusev was talking about. I could fuck with that version. Wow. I fucks with this version to
come a long way.
And I'm just saying, because every week prior when he was doing his vignettes, he was literally saying the exact same thing every week. It was literally the exact same thing. This one was different. This one was a little bit more directional for him. This one was him talking about where he's destined to go, him hurting whoever he wants, just kind of being a badass, which you should have been fucking 4 months ago. But here we are. Here we are at the end of fucking August, where we had 4 months of shit from this guy. And then you get one decent one, and it's like, it doesn't matter. It still sucks.
Well, that's what I was saying, though. Like, I was saying that they were having Sheamus talk way more than Rusev. Let Rusev talk, too. And the weeks building up to this.
And Rusev did talk, and no one remembered. At all.
It's Rusev.
And then Rusev popped up in a rare fucking parking lot scene as the only person that's in the parking lot while Sheamus is talking, which made it even worse. And he just finds him, and he's the only person there, and just, Sheamus! Like, what are we doing? You know what? That's Triple H's fault. This whole thing is all Triple H. This is all Triple H.
Yes. Now you're understanding. Now you're speaking my language.
16 weeks. Because he debuted the night after WrestleMania. 16 weeks of shit. Can't make that up in one night, cuz.
Backstage, the Judgment Day, they meet up with each other to talk about their previous loss. Raquel Rodriguez stopped an argument between Dom and Finn Balor, who were upset with one another for Balor getting kicked out from ringside, as well as Dom getting distracted with Styles. Dom said that Balor has known Styles the longest and suggested that he deal with him tonight. Balor got in Dom's face and said that he needs to talk to Adam Pearce and deal with Styles. After he left, Rodriguez told Roxanne Perez to be ready for her match tonight. We have to work on getting the titles back, and that's how we broke off, and they faded to black there. It was made official. Styles versus Balor for later in the show. Any quick thoughts on the Judgment Day and what's going on with them? As it does seem like Balor has realized that the wool has been removed from Dom Mysterio, and Dom realized that he has the power to be the leader.
Yeah, I was just excited we were gonna get Balor and AJ Styles for like an hour, and then they did what they did. They did what they did.
This guy is hilarious, bro.
No, because when Balor and AJ mix it up, it's usually pretty good.
You thought you was gonna get that kind of match on Monday Night Raw
in front of a crowd that would appreciate it too? Nope.
That shit wasn't even put together. That shit was fucking video edited on the screen saying it was made official. Adam Pearce didn't even have the time to go on camera and make it official. They didn't even have time to make it a Finn Balor walk to Adam Pearce segment and say, I'm going to go to him. They just threw that shit on the bottom right of the screen. And he thought we was going to get a good match.
I even think they got less time than Dragon and JD, I think.
That's funny.
No, I think they got around the same time.
Which is, okay.
Yeah, I have it later in my notes here when we get to that matchup, but I'm pretty sure I think Balor and I think Dragon and JD was 8 minutes 42 seconds, and I know that Styles and Balor was around 8 minutes as well.
That's great.
So.
Yeah, but no thoughts, because it's literally the same shit.
It's AJ Styles and Finn Balor, two of the greatest in-ring performers of this generation, facing for only like the 5th time, a bona fide dream match in this company 8 years ago. And now I'm just going to put it on the second hour of Monday Night Raw with no hype, no build, and I'm going to give them 8 minutes.
But not an ounce of dialogue.
That just show you how they feel about AJ Styles. I mean, we know they felt about this, about Finn Balor for a while, but that was the biggest indictment of how they feel about AJ Styles to me. But
they're ridiculous.
Yeah. Speaking of people, how they really feel about them, we found out on this show how they really feel about Penta.
Bruh.
Penta went one-on-one with Kofi Kingston, with Xavier Woods and Grayson Waller in his corner. The New Day continue to wear all black as they continue to mourn their tag team title loss. Woods wore a black neck brace and had a black cane as well. Penta set up for a flip dive early in the matchup, but Kingston sprinted way up the aisle as they went to break. Kingston took control during the commercial break and gave Penta a back body drop onto the announce table. It took Penta a full 9 seconds to make it back to the ring. As Penta made his comeback, Michael Cole said that it would be embarrassing if New Day lost to him for a second straight week. Graves wondered what he meant, and Cole said that it was because New Day talked so much trash. They traded moves, which led to Penta going for the Mexican Destroyer. Kingston was able to counter it with a back body drop. You get Kingston followed with a Faymaster for a 2 count. Penta botched a potential Rana off the ropes, so he hit a superplex to bring Kingston down instead. Penta followed with a Penta driver, but Kingston kicked out. Graves says that this may have been the first time someone kicked out of the move and reminded us that Kofi Kingston is a former WWE champion. Yeah, you probably forget. Penta kicked Waller right in the face when he went to the apron. His papers, which had a petition to have Penta's Mexican Destroyer banned, flew up into the air. Before hitting Kingston and Woods, he basically took out Big G and then hits both members of New Day with a flip dive. He brings Kingston back into the ring and goes for the Mexican Destroyer again, but was distracted by Grayson Waller. This led to Kingston tripping Penta off the ropes. He follows up with Trouble in Paradise. 1, 2, 3. Kofi Kingston picks up the victory, and you could audibly hear the groan from the crowd on the count of 3 when Kofi picked up the win here. And this is not an indictment towards the New Day or Kofi Kingston in any which way. This is an indictment on how WWE has booked the New Day and how they've been booking Penta as of late. I wouldn't be surprised if something comes out like a story of Penta happened backstage, which led to this booking, because something had to happen for him to go from Penta's taking the company by storm to losing to very established lower card New Day in a lower card feud over a fucking hat. This is pathetic. This is pretty sad, honestly, when you really think about it. Like, it took them 8 months to be like, nah, I think we're off this Penta train. Yeah, he's selling masks, but not as many as we wish he could. He sold 10,000 masks. We thought it would be 100,000. You see, this is not paying off the way that we wish. So we're reverting course. He's just gonna be a guy. And I said this for weeks now. They have booked Penta to be just a guy, and I think this loss, more than anything, shows that despite Kofi's resume and being a former WWE champion, that's not how they've presented him for months now. So Penta losing here sent a big message to me as a viewer. We did hear from the New Day later on in the show, who just basically bragged about this victory here and said they're going to go celebrate, but they're leaving Birmingham. We'll start with you, JJ.
I don't even know where to begin on how they fucked up two things in the same sequence. You've been calling it for weeks with Penta being just a guy. And I've been trying to hold on to dear life that he might have something in the mid-card, like championship range at some point. No, yesterday killed all of that. Yesterday absolutely nuked that. And it did absolutely nothing for the New Day. It did absolutely nothing for them. Because no one cares that man won yesterday. I don't even know if the New Day cares that they won last night. But clearly that crowd was holding on to something too for Penta. And so was I. And watching Penta lose to Kofi Kingston on a random Monday Night Raw, and his record is basically approaching 500 status,
I think he's at
is
500
laughable right now. Like, it's almost to the degree, it's almost like, is this man going to lose his fucking pyro soon? Like, is he going to lose his
They're gonna take his aura?
Like, is he just going to end up being one of those guys that Raw comes back from commercial break if you didn't see it live and he's already in the fucking ring? Is that his next step? Like, the fall from grace that they are doing to him. And this ain't Penta falling. This is literally what they are doing to this man. Is fucking embarrassing. Like you had a fucking gold mine there and just decided to change it for costume jewelry. Like, this is so shamefully bad what they have done to Penta and doing nothing for the New Day at the same time. New Day story's already fucked. They are continuing to fuck Penta. So essentially, they are fucking up two things at the exact same time. Yo, you can't make up how inept this fucking place is, yo. Like, if you are not a top story guy, you do not matter.
Yeah. Romeo?
You could throw all potential of like single success championships or anything like that for Penta. Throw it in the trash. There's only one direction for Penta now. I hope it's to set up Phoenix making the save and the Lucha Bros reunion and Lucha Bros versus New Day in a serious program. I hope. The problem is, you see the panic here. This cannot be happening to Penta every week now. You have to expedite the process. Like, okay, like Phoenix needs to be here next week. That's my brother you're messing with. I'm not effing around with this brand split. I'm here to help. You can't prolong this because it just gets worse and worse for Penta. You can't do that. It has to be now. You have to push the button now. Phoenix has to make it safe. Like, you cannot try to make a longer story out of this. I know long-term storytelling. It doesn't make any sense for Phoenix to just stick around. Well, I can't go to Raw. What? Everybody goes to Raw. You can do whatever you want at these damn shows. The brand split doesn't mean anything. Go save your brother. And then maybe maybe this program could be saved because I still don't like Grayson Waller with the New Day. I think he's providing nothing of value. I think the New Day is much more serious without him, even though they've been in the mud too. But with Grayson Waller, they brought down even more. This has to be rushed. This has to be. I don't like Penta losing. I know it's a distraction, second distraction in a row, by the way. But I don't like him losing, and I did not like Kofi kicking out of the Penta driver. I hated that. No.
Well, that was the biggest sign to me in this matchup. I got two big signs in this matchup. One was, they're establishing that the Mexican Destroyer is Penta's real finisher now. It's not the Penta driver. The Penta driver is like a signature, a close near fall type. It's Sammy's Blue Thunder Bomb now, basically. By Kofi Kingston kicking out of it. Two, this was WWE making a clear message of, this is where you're at, Penta. This is where you're at. You're not at that stage where we're having you go over a former WWE champion. We don't care how we've booked him for the last year. He's a former WWE champion. You can't beat him. This is where you take a loss here. You couldn't beat Finn Balor when it was one-on-one. He's a former Universal champion. This is where you're at. You're not there yet. They're just making a statement of where Penta is at in the pecking order. I think that I'm not going to close out hope on Penta winning singles gold. I think there is potential for him to be a future U.S. champion, Intercontinental champion. I don't think any of that. I don't think any of that happens without a Lucha Bros run at this point.
When Phoenix gets hurt, inevitably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. When Phoenix gets hurt, or they decide they want Penta to turn heel, because that will be the way they do it, is have him turn on Phoenix, and then he turns heel, and he can have a heel run, and then he'll win some mid-card singles gold. But the way they were booking Penta in February and March on the road to WrestleMania, the way we felt about him after his debut, you would have asked me on that episode of Rated Raw Review, and I would say, yeah, there's some potential of him becoming a world heavyweight champion. That potential's all gone now.
It's a tag division now.
I didn't want that. I just wanted him to at least win the IC belt. Like I was seeing IC champion, like high mid card champion. That was like his echelon. I thought that he was going to be for at least a year to 2 years even.
It's the tag division now. And by the way, I don't need.
So sad, dude.
No, that's fine.
No, it's not fine. It's not. They had a fucking superstar, and they literally dropped him in the fucking ocean.
Dirty Dom's got the IC title right now. That's not coming off of him. That's not. It's just not anytime soon. Dirty Dom. But Lucha Bros, I'm fine. Bring the Lucha Bros together. And by the way, I don't need. Don't bring Andrade over here. We don't need Andrade with the Lucha Bros at all. No, just let the Lucha Bros rock with themselves.
Maybe a trio.
You want Andrade with them? I don't. You do?
I don't mind it.
I mean, I know it's gonna leave Andrade with nothing to do, but hey, tough shit.
I love that. You just want someone else to be. I want everybody who are some of the best in-ring performers in this company to be able to work and wrestle every week. That's all I want.
I fear they're gonna bring Andrade too, just because Grayson Waller's there.
They do a trio, yeah. Do a trio. King of the North says, take me back to when Lucha Brother showed up in Arena Mexico for the one-off match.
Yo, all I'm saying is that as long as they are milking this AJ and Dom shit, AJ Styles better at least win this title once.
Ooh,
even if it's not
news for you,
even buddy. If it's not a long run, even if it's 2 to 3 weeks, this shit is dragging for way too long. Wait,
I think I will put it out there. I think that AJ's winning next week.
Wow, I got a much different take. I think AJ's getting ready to lose, and he's going back on vacation. You're not going to see him till the Royal Rumble. It's football season. AJ wants to watch his football games. He wants to watch his sons play football. He usually takes a break around this time of year. He's gone.
I don't believe that at all.
He's gone.
I don't believe that at all because he knows he doesn't have a lot of time left wrestling. So once he's on vacation, he's going to be permanently on vacation.
It's football season for AJ Styles. He don't care.
I mean, he'll take
don't
weeks
care.
off.
He don't
And
care.
football happens on Sundays. They don't fucking do house shows.
He wants to watch his sons play football. This has been his
And
life.
football is on a day for his children, on a day that he doesn't have to be at. He doesn't have to be at SmackDown ever.
Where are they next week?
You got kids football Friday, you got college football Saturday, and you got and you got NFL football Sunday. So if you got Friday through Sunday, he don't need to be at any WWE show there. He just needs to show up on Monday.
I forgot they're in Paris. They love AJ Styles. Oh,
exactly.
That is gonna be.
That's why they're doing. That's why they're doing the match there. Like that's why I said I think that's the best chance for AJ to win. One, because it's in Paris and they love him there, and two, they're gonna want Dom to drop the IC title because he's winning the AAA Mega Campeon.
You were saying that he'd be 2 belts Dom.
He doesn't need that.
They don't like that, Romeo. I want that.
I wanted AJ to win the last match.
I want that. You want that. But that's not what WWE wants. WWE has never liked double champions ever. They try to stop a double champion almost immediately every single time because they dislike double champions.
Okay, so I just got way more excited for that match next Monday, which I shouldn't be.
Bro,
because it's in Paris.
They dislike double champions so much that they took the coolest looking double champion ever and turned it into their own brand of a shiny ass gold single belt.
Yeah.
Do you understand how badass and how much aura Roman had when he was carrying both straps? And then they just, no, not our stop. We're going to give you one belt. We're going to make it our version of premium, but you're getting one belt, sir. One belt for you.
Yeah, I agree with what JJ and Annika saying. Like, yeah, it's on Friday. You take the weekend, you spend it with them. You get on a flight either Sunday night or Monday morning, and you go to Raw. You leave on Tuesday morning. You're back home, and you can spend a week with them. You're good.
I'd love for AJ to do that. I'd love for AJ to do that.
And AJ's been injured too many. He's been injured a couple times. It's like
making up for lost time.
Another break. It's like the longer breaks he takes, he's not getting younger. AJ Styles is almost 50 years old. Like, he's gonna try to give this shit his best shot while he still can.
We're all rooting for AJ next week.
Hell yeah! Hell fucking yeah! This shit has been dragging on too fucking long for him not to get at least one run at this shit. I don't care how long the run is.
They've also set it up perfectly where you can either have Dom win it back whenever they're done with the AAA run, or you can have El Grande Americano. This doesn't have to be a long run for AJ. You can be transitioning to the next guy. El Grande beat him in the tag team matchup. That's going to be his first challenger.
I hope you're right. I hope I'm wrong.
He got to get this at least once. Like, this has been going on for too long. Too long. And all this down and all of this other shit, and him really being invested in this story and all the different work that he's done with all the different characters and outfits and all this shit. He's pulled back his curtain for this rivalry. Like, give him.
Did we lose him?
I think, I was like, did I freeze or did he freeze?
He froze.
Right. Yeah. I should be back.
There you go.
Little hiccup.
We are so back.
Get a man a small payoff, man. Let the man have a fucking 40, 45 day championship run. Let him lose. Let him drop it before Survivor Series. Like, the fuck. Not a big deal.
So I wanted to ask you guys, Romeo, JJ, how do you feel about love stories?
I feel like Raw could definitely use one on a TV show for sure.
Well, I have some good news for you.
Those are always interesting.
I have some good news for you. I don't know if you realize, but Raw is telling its own modern day version of Romeo and Juliet. Two star-crossed lovers from different sides of the world
Familiar with that.
who start as enemies, but develop this undeniable chemistry that brings them together every time out. They have each other's back, but their family is always the reason that tears them apart. Let me introduce you to Rhea Ripley and IYO Sky. IYO Sky approached Rhea Ripley.
Hey, let's do that thing with Charlotte and Alexa, but let's switch it up a little bit.
Nah, that's not the same thing. She thanked her for having her back last week. She respected Rhea, but Asuka and Kairi Sane were her family. They didn't like that Rhea got in her business, so they should probably keep their distance from one another for a while. IYO said this with sadness on her face, looking down, realizing that her family was tearing her apart. At this moment, Asuka and Kairi appeared in the background and watched the rest of this transpire. Rhea understood IYO's sentiment. Rhea said, you know, whatever you got to do, I understand that's your friends, but thank you for having my back last week, and I'll always have your back, IYO. Before Rhea could step away, though, IYO pulled her back, and they hugged. This pissed off Asuka, who raised her arms in anger and stormed off from Kairi as Rhea and IYO decided to part ways after this hug. To be continued. What did you think about this first scene from this telenovela, Romeo and Juliet, or Romala and Juliet? I don't know the female for Romeo, but
Juliet.
Romeo, what did you think about this segment here?
It's interesting. It's intriguing. Having Asuka in the background was hilarious. She just walked in at the wrong damn moment. I understood what IYO was saying, but she kind of F's it up for me later on in the night.
That's why he said to be continued.
Yep. JJ?
Like, when the fuck did they become best friends?
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out.
You said best friends. I was like, when did they have sex?
Like, when did they become inseparable like this?
When did they get intimate with one another?
Especially when IYO trolls her all the time. Haha, you can't beat me.
Since when is Rhea having a twinkle in her eyes for someone? Like she was like almost like blushing as she's talking to her. Like what do
Rhea loves the ladies, and the ladies love Rhea.
Where did this come from? And then, like, you know, mind you, all of this shit is corny as fuck. Let's just lay that. This shit is whack. But
it is not.
The best part about all of this is when you can see Asuka and Kairi, and I already knew Asuka was about to crash out. And right on cue, as soon as Asuka popped out and saw that, and literally, IYO's already done her part and just said we need to go our own separate ways. And they do a friendly hug to separate. Asuka's like, this bitch just made up with her. like she just did the opposite of what I just told her to do. This stupid bitch. You can just see, like, Asuka's like, what the fuck is she doing? And misreading the entire scene. But Asuka's like, I told her. And she's crashing out. And I'm like, yo, Asuka is.
Did you freeze?
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go again. Fuck.
They ain't letting you shine today, bro.
Yo, I'm calling Verizon. But I'm like, damn, bro. Asuka, man. You always at the wrong place at the wrong time, but always have the funniest interactions, I swear.
She's hilarious. She is so good. So good. I'm glad they're giving her this story.
This is a good storyline for everyone involved.
Yeah, I think this is the best story on Monday Night Raw right now.
100%.
It's the one that it's the one that everybody's kind of actions make sense, other than the fact that I miss when IYO and Rhea became girlfriend and girlfriend, and why they needed to just become friends. I missed the chapter. So
the mutual respect has brought them closer.
To the point that they sound like they had to take some space. I think we need space.
IYO was doing it for Asuka and Kyrie, not for herself. Yet she goes against her word.
We'll talk about that shortly here. First, we did get a video package for the great Naomi announcement last week of her being pregnant with Jimmy Uso. We see highlights from the promo last week. Then Adam Pearce is in his office and he's speaking to Stephanie Vaquer. He says that she is still the number one contender for the WWE Women's World Championship, but her match at Clash in Paris is not happening anymore because of Naomi being pulled from the matchup. Pierce asked her to give him one more week to find an opponent. He has an opponent in mind, but he has to finalize some things. Vaquer was disappointed she wouldn't be wrestling in Paris, but said that she'd be ready when Pierce found her opponent. What the fuck does Adam Pearce do for a living? Because it sure ain't being a GM. My dude, you said last week you would have an answer in regards to what you were doing with the WWE Women's World Championship. You like a dude that worked like 20 hours a week, and your landlord be trying to find you for the rent, and you be like, give me one more week. Give me one. I swear, next week I get paid. And I swear, I'll give you the rest of the money. This is what I got for now, but give me one more week. I'll get you an opponent. That's what Adam Pearce just told Stephanie Vaquer. Outrageous. JJ.
There we go. International and global superstar. And you can't find anything for her to fucking do. You can't even give this girl a fucking match. Give her a match. Give her something to do. Like, she even came prepared, knowing she wasn't even having a match. She came with the eye makeup on and everything. She was ready to go. And you're over here next week. You understand how fucking flat that sounds when you just like when you ready to do something and you ready to fucking you've been training and you're like, it's not happening this week.
Next week.
I should have an answer next week. I should. I
don't know for sure, but I should.
But then here's probably going to be the excuse that comes next Monday. Monday's going to get off to a chaotic start. It's going to go crazy. He's going to have to get involved with people's interactions and fights. And then Stephanie's going to pop up on him. And she's going to be like, okay, so who's my opponent? And he's going to be like, I haven't figured that out yet. Give me another week.
I swear, I'll get back to you. I'll swear. They're going to make it a bit. They're going to make it a bit for a few weeks. Manizi says, is the opponent going to be IYO and they just want to save it to WrestlePalooza? That's what it felt like. This whole segment was, oh, we want to delay it till after Clash in Paris.
What the fuck is a WrestlePalooza?
That's the September 20th show.
I know what it is and where it's at, but what the fuck is that?
It's like WrestleMania, but it's WrestlePalooza.
It means for the second biggest.
So
the second biggest wrestling.
So they're fulfilling their indie duties by giving them a WrestlePalooza and not a WrestleMania.
This is different. This is for ESPN.
You're getting the historic event, Indianapolis. You're getting the first ever PLE on ESPN.
You got to see John Cena for the last time, even though we promoted that in January. But
against Brock Lesnar. Last time ever against Brock Lesnar. That's the key.
I love how this match is going to have they're going to just jump right into this.
No, Brock's gonna be on SmackDown for like 2-3 weeks.
Brock might be at Clash.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that if they do wind up having Cena and Logan headline.
Yep. Can I get my thoughts on Adam Pearce?
God, why is Brock?
Go ahead.
I think he's stalling. I think he's working on some kind of trade with SmackDown. I think Bianca Belair's coming over. We're gonna get Bianca and Vaquer. Well, he's got to make some kind of huge trade though, because he needs to get Bianca and Phoenix. He already traded LA Knight for Sami Zayn, seemingly, even though they never announced it. Seemingly, it feels like that was the trade. Now he's got to make another trade to get
and Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Yeah,
Jimmy's always been on SmackDown.
No, I'm talking about for Raw. Get Jimmy on Raw.
Jimmy, I don't feel like Jimmy's on Raw.
For when Naomi comes back.
That's next year, bro.
Yeah, that's a player to be named later.
Yeah, that's next year. That's next year.
I want to get my man Jimmy. Jimmy, he could be doing some good stuff while wifey is pregnant. I want him to get away from the fam. If you're on SmackDown, they're gonna put you in Bloodline regurgitated feud number 47.
Yo, that. Yeah, sure. Anything but whatever the fuck he's doing over there. Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Good lord. Good lord. Just end the bloodline thing, please. Just end it.
I could see this being a big trade though. That's interesting. I did think Bianca Belair is a candidate to be the next WWE Women's World Champion. Yep. I thought she was a candidate to win the Royal Rumble because I thought it would be interesting if she wins the Royal Rumble and by that time Naomi was going to be World Champion and Jade would be the Women's Champion.
Has Bianca returned from her injury yet?
Not yet.
That could be the stalling.
Yeah.
She's close to returning, but
I know she came back and did the referee thing, but I know she was still hurt.
It helps the Naomi story too for when she returns. Like you heifer, you stepped in when I left.
Yeah, the only issue that I've ever had with Bianca going to Monday Night Raw is I agree with Annika. The SmackDown women's division tanked. If you don't have Bianca coming back, your top stars of that SmackDown women's division is Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, and Nia Jax, because Charlotte and Alexa are in the women's division.
And when the fuck did Nia Jax go to SmackDown?
She's been on SmackDown since the last draft in 2024.
We'll give you Maxine and not Natalia. We'll give you Natty Neidhart. We'll up the ante. We'll up the ante. We'll give her an alternate alter ego for Bianca and future considerations.
You're stupid.
We'll even give you some money. We'll give you cold hard cash.
He was like, wait. You thought I had Charmander. I actually got Charizard.
Yo.
And we'll throw in fucking Grayson Waller. Fuck it. Come on. You got plenty to give away, Raw. Go get it.
Can they just send him to Evolve?
Jesus. We get that, and then next up was the segment that we've been talking about the whole show. Becky Lynch comes down to the ring as she wanted to cut everything off at the pass because she had heard that Nikki Bella was planning on calling her out, but just like she did on SmackDown, she got a babyface reaction, everybody cheering for her, and then she quickly turned on them, said that she had her WWE tryout in Birmingham and she never wanted to come back because it's a dump, just like Nikki Bella. They advertised this as Bella calling out Lynch, but Lynch didn't plan on getting called out like a dog by anyone, let alone Nikki Bella. Nikki comes out to her music to interrupt. She said that if Lynch wasn't a dog, then she should stop acting like a bitch. Nikki suggested that Becky give her a title shot, but Lynch says that she wasn't about to give out title shots, especially to broke neck Barbie. Great line. And this was a bold-faced lie and what makes Becky Lynch a great heel, because she literally gave out title shots the last 2 weeks to Natalya and Maxine Dupree. So she is straight up lying to her face. Nikki says
head
that
of the line, Natalya. See, they're perfect for SmackDown. The top 2 contenders.
Nikki said that she kicked her ass last week, and thanks to her blazing a trail, Lynch had a page to write history on. Lynch credited Nikki and her better twin, yes, because she thinks Brie is better. I agree with her, for blazing that trail and bringing in a new audience. But frankly, she just didn't care. Lynch never wanted to respect Nikki. She wanted to replace her. She's done a pretty good job doing so, if you ask her. And Nikki said that Lynch was afraid to face her because Lynch was nothing more than what she once was. She was Charlotte Flair's little sidekick. Lynch says that she was no one's shadow. She was the greatest of all time. And it wasn't just her saying that. It was Sports Illustrated who said that as well. And Nikki, disgustingly, with the vitriol of a medieval witch, says that no one cares about what Sports Illustrated thinks. What a bold-faced lie.
Yes.
How dare she lie to all you people that love and adore Nikki Bella, all the people that are a part of the Bella Army, that supported her when she had to sign a cohabitation agreement, like a poor dog staying at John Cena's house, when she was rejected for marriage proposals.
Oh, come on, man. It's John Cena.
You stuck by her side like I did. For her to disrespect my hard work, Becky Lynch's hard work, she is just spitting in the face of every single fan that has stand by her side for the last 2 decades. This was one of the most disgusting acts I have ever seen on an episode of Monday Night Raw. I wanted to turn it off so my kids didn't have to see this disgustingness on my television screen.
Moment of the night.
She says that she cared about what the people thought. No, she didn't. She lied to them. She literally just lied to them. The people made Becky Lynch. Lynch came off as desperate, and everyone could see it. The crowd tried chanting Becky's desperate, but she cut them off immediately. Lynch knew that the fans were trying to take over, and she called it classic British behavior, and wondered if 800 years of oppression, the Irish wasn't enough for them. Nikki wondered if the man lost her balls. Lynch assured her by saying, I have balls, once again lying. Nikki said that Lynch was cheap and another C word, which got Becky to react big, as she was like, what the hell?
Whole crowd too.
And she said a coward. And that's Becky had the greatest. This was straight up improv. You could tell it was improv by Becky. She was like, I thought you meant another C word. So that's actually better. Lynch agreed to her match in Paris for Clash in Paris because she wouldn't wrestle her in Birmingham. The only good thing to come out of Birmingham died a month ago.
Bruh.
And at least she said at least Ozzy Osbourne had the common sense to move to a good town, a real town like Los Angeles first. Or she was like, because if I had to stay in Birmingham, I wanted to die too. Nikki knew why Lynch was so mad. No matter how hard she tried, her name would never be as big as Bella. Nikki said that she would win the title in Paris and then snatch the title from Becky Lynch. And she said that she would hear them say, new champion, Nikki Bella, new Intercontinental Champion. Becky says, well, that's funny because, and tried the same cheap shot that she tried on Nikki a couple of weeks ago and got to land a punch. Nikki was able to catch this cheap shot and decked her, the Masawa-like forearm from Nikki Bella. Lynch bailed before Nikki could hit her finisher, but Nikki was able to stand tall.
Yeah.
This all builds up to this Sunday, Clash in Paris. Nikki Bella challenging Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch was fucking amazing in this segment because she's so good. She's so entertaining. Her reactions are just so good. Her reaction to Nikki saying the C word line was awesome. Her reaction to her saying that that Sports Illustrated does no one cares what Sports Illustrated think. Like she had said something against God, which was great. Great responses by Becky Lynch. Like Nikki accused Lynch of using cheap insults, but Nikki was the one who called her a bitch and basically called her the C word. So like
coward.
Very, very much all of the script from Nikki Bella was very much mid 2000s, very diva-esque promo, where I think that Becky Lynch balanced everything out by giving us a very kind of layered heel performance and reaction to everything Nikki says, which made it entertaining. And once again, I think they've hit it out the park with all their promo work in the buildup. It's made me more interested in a matchup where if you told me at the beginning of 2025 they're doing Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch, I would have asked you why. But now I know why, and I've been entertained by it. Romeo?
Icon versus icon for the women. I love this segment. Segment of the night. Fantastic. Becky Lynch, great trolling. Great trolling. She was so good. And I thought Nikki Bella delivered too. Now, eventually the bell will ring, and you know, this is the best it's going to get, folks. This is the best it's going to get. Enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed finally, after running this silly Sports Illustrated list into the ground for months. Finally.
Into the ground? She's trying to give me credit.
Finally, someone had the balls to say, we don't care. We don't care about this flawed list. Because if it ain't got Charlotte at the top, it's a broken list that's being tossed around as fact when it's just an opinion of one guy. And I love that.
Not
guy.
an opinion
I
of one
guy.
I literally polled y'all. I literally polled everyone for Drew.
Y'all!
Sports Illustrated, multiple different people.
You should layer the opinions of the people you ask, because if you would have got it right, you would have known Romeo. I trust his opinion much more than everybody else's. The whole.
So
you got it wrong.
You're biased towards someone, I should just listen to you.
You got it wrong.
Got it.
Thank God someone took this list to task.
JJ.
Yo, this promo, I ain't gonna lie. This promo was fantastic. Both sides. And I enjoyed it even more so because Nikki Bella this time absolutely hung with Becky this time. Like her promos are kind of dated as far as like what she says, but that's the era that she knows. And she turned it into modern words. So she really held her own. I love that shit. She came out when she said that shit at the entrance. That you don't come out like a dog. Then why you acting like a little bitch?
Great alley-oop by
Nikki had
Becky.
some bars. Like Nikki had some lines in there, yo. Like just with she said it with all conviction. Like that's why I love the immediate responses that she had. Like compared to like the last few interactions that they had. Becky like eviscerated Nikki Bella, like eviscerated her. Like, so Nikki had to come and she had to prepare herself and be prepared for what she knows could happen again. And she came with it. Like she came with it. And this was very well done by both. Like Becky had lines too. Like Becky was in there too cooking. But Becky's cooks were more in response, which was really good because it was strong comments from Nikki Bella. Yo, I thought she was going to use the other C word so much. I thought she was going to, I was going to be like, this WWE, I don't know if she's going to be able to.
What C word? Say it.
She would have called her a cunt. Like, I would have been like, bruh. bruh. Like, yo, if she would have went there, I would have been like, oh. But it still worked.
That was only the second reference to that body part too.
She had for the first time like the crowd and like the palm of her hand. But Becky was strong enough to cut it all off. Like every time Nikki got something started, Becky fucking strong-armed it. Like this shit was really good. This shit was really good by both of them. And something you don't see very often during title debates and these kind of, the fact that Nikki snatched that IC title off her hand like that, I was like, that's different. That's different, regardless.
It sealed her fate. She's losing.
Well, yeah, clearly. I mean, we knew she was losing before that. But the fact that she even went there, it was like, cool. I mean, come on. All y'all fucking people in the chat knew that that's what she meant too. Every single person in America and in the UK and across the world knows exactly what C word she was talking about. Nobody was talking about she was talking about corny or cunny or anything like that. Everybody knew that shit was cunt. Everybody knew it. Everybody knew it. But they PG'd it and turned it to coward, which is great. And it's great for the viewing audience and good for Netflix to not have to deal with cancellation, termination notices. So,
all that good stuff. We should mention what Safet's saying here, that Kelly Osbourne wasn't having it. Kelly Osbourne, the daughter of Ozzy Osbourne, took to her Instagram story earlier today and put up at Becky Lynch fan number 2, not number 1, but number 2. She didn't tag Becky Lynch because she didn't know Becky Lynch is at, and she basically said it was disrespectful what was said in the remarks in Birmingham. Now Birmingham wouldn't piss on her fire to put her out at this point, and she won't get anything from Birmingham, and she wants an apology from Becky as well as WWE.
Kelly, why don't you come to Paris and be in the corner of Nikki Bella?
Imagine star power.
Yo, Kelly, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
This is the WWE. This is the land of entertainment. And listen, and God rest his soul, the fucking king of rock, the legend himself, Ozzy Osbourne. If he would have heard that, he would have laughed.
Yes. Because
Ozzy Osbourne gets it. And he always got it. So you over here trying to be cancel culture? Shut the fuck up. You over here trying to be like this normal person. Like, bitch, you were Osborne too. Like, the fuck?
You're on reality television.
Like, what
said
the
nothing
hell?
wrong about Ozzy. Now, Birmingham went to town on Birmingham. Said nothing wrong about Ozzy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She said the best thing that ever came out of that dump was him. He's the best thing to come out of that place. And yes, fact is, he died. He passed away. They're in an entertainment business. That's literally what they do. Is they say shit to get heat.
Yep.
They didn't say anything racist or offensive or sexual or anything homophobic or anything like that. Like, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Backstage, CM Punk is interviewed about this Sunday's Fatal 4-Way. He says that he didn't put LA Knight through the table last week, but he also didn't care that Knight fell through a table because he's a clumsy idiot. He says that he wasn't just hungry like LA Knight says. He was obsessed with holding the title because he actually had it, and it was ripped away from him by Rollins. Punk warned all 3 of his opponents that he would cripple them if he had to and walk out of Paris as champion. He finished his promo by saying he would do that because he's the best in the world. He is CM Punk, and he did it in the LA Knight cadence and pointed the finger to each letter and name.
Whatever.
Well done.
JJ.
I ain't nothing to say about that bullshit.
Okay, Romeo.
Yes, I enjoyed that part where he did the CM Punk like LA Knight.
Yeah,
But don't say you're gonna cripple someone when you're really not.
very true.
That's on
Same
par
as
with
killing.
like Mark Briscoe
I'll
saying
kill
he's gonna
you.
kill someone when he almost got
More
set on
bullshit.
fire.
Like it's getting to the point where it's like almost everything I'm hearing out of his mouth now is just bullshit. So it's like I'm not buying you. I'm not buying it. I can't buy into the promo. It sucked. No, fuck out of here. Sorry. Look, when CM Punk cooks, he cooks. But this whatever.
JJ's just not with it. I love it.
Kelly Osbourne got him hot.
Kelly Osbourne pissed him the fuck off. He's over it.
He's a fucking turd, bro. like what? Like, what are we talking about? Want an apology from the fucking performer and the company.
Apparently.
Please, get the fuck out of here.
Rhea Ripley is up next. She's going one-on-one with Roxanne Perez with Raquel Rodriguez in our corner. The fans sang Rhea's name in the tune of we will rock you instead of it was Rhea Ripley. Perez got a lot in this matchup. She really kind of dominated a large portion of this matchup. A distraction by Raquel allowed Perez to take over with a tope suicida. She worked over Ripley's leg during a break and spiked her with a DDT after the break. Another distraction allowed Perez to bring Rhea off the top rope with a Hurricane Rana. Perez followed with a double knee drop for a 2 count. For Ripley was able to get momentum. She hits a big riptide and then follows up with a running kick for a 2. Ripley knocked Rodriguez off of the apron. She blocked Pop Rocks. She headbutted Roxanne right in the dome piece and then followed up with the riptide. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley picks up the victory here in a very good matchup. Post-match, Raquel attacks Ripley from behind. Ripley tried to fight her off, but an assist by Roxanne allowed the heels to take over. This led to Io Sky running out to make the save despite wanting her space and distance from Rhea Ripley earlier in the night. She sent Raquel out of the ring with a missile dropkick. She then looked at Rhea and did her signature pose as Ripley came up and hugged Io once again as they smiled over the heels. This match went 10 and a half minutes. Really good matchup. They worked really well with one another, and I thought it was definitely benefited and was different from their other 2 matches because of how much Roxanne dominated, showing her growth, and Rhea Ripley, fighting from underneath. It was a nice little change of pace between those 2, but we did get a follow-up for this as Io Sky checked on Rhea Ripley backstage. As soon as Rhea left, an angry Asuka pulled up with Kairi Sane by her side and confronted Io. You had Asuka told Io to stop talking to Rhea. She's not family. She was like, I told you, stop talking to her. Asuka leaves as Io asks Kairi to trust her. A very sad Kairi Sane told Io she was sorry as she left. As the world turns, we'll be back with more to be continued next week on Monday Night Raw. Romeo, what did you think about Rhea Ripley versus Roxanne Perez, the post-match with Io making the save, and then the backstage segment with Rhea, and the Kabuki Warriors?
Match was fine. The post-match, not a fan of Io going back on her word. Like she literally said earlier, we need to keep our distance. She completely ignores what she just said. And later on, she says, like, oh, I owed you for last week. Well, why didn't you say that earlier? Like, it made no sense to me. No sense. Yet, it is creating interesting drama. But because Io going back on her word, I'm kind of siding with Team Asuka here. I think Asuka's justified to feel the way she feels. Io's acting like an idiot. Disrespecting Asuka, and Kairi's doing great, too, with her her body language, her acting, like being sort of conflicted, but I'm with Asuka, just so you know. She's doing good too.
Yeah, really good stuff. JJ, what did you think about all of this?
The match was really good, actually. The match was really good between Rhea and Roxanne. I just love the reps that Asuka Asuka ain't got much reps yet. But what Roxanne is getting, like Roxanne is getting a lot of good work, and she's just vastly just adapting to the WWE style, which is really, really good. I can't wait. Honestly, I'm one of those few people probably. I can't wait to see when Liv Morgan comes back and we get that Roxanne and Liv feud. Like I'm definitely looking forward to that when that shit happens, because you already know Liv is gonna get ousted from this fucking group. But I can't wait for that. Like Roxanne is doing so many good things right now. Like I cannot be more impressed with her. And the fact that she is still like a baby in this, like she's like what 22 years old or something like that.
Probably.
Yeah,
like she is.
Well, she's 23. Still. Yeah, she's 23 going on 24.
Something around, yeah. So it's like somewhere around that ballpark. But she's still a baby in this. Like, and the fact that she's doing so well so soon, like she's definitely a future women's champion. But it's just really good to see that, and especially to work with Rhea Ripley like that was really impressive.
Yeah.
Asuka's right. Said it last time that we was on this show. Asuka's right. Asuka is right. Io Sky, what the fuck are you doing? Like, genuinely. Like, what the... You are the one who initiated the conversation to tell Rhea we need to go our separate ways. And then 30 minutes later, you show up and you help her. And then hug her. You don't help her and then just leave. If you would have helped her from getting her ass whooped and she just left, that would have been like, all right, you just saved somebody from getting a beating. Nah, you stayed for the aftermath and the affection and the thank yous and all of this shit.
He was comforting her.
You wanted that love because you're not getting it from your family. So you feeling like the abandoned child right now that's just in need of some love. And she is getting it from a really, 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 really good over the moon badass in Rhea Ripley. And Asuka's jealous, but she's right. Asuka is right. Like, what the fuck?
We expect this kind of hypocrisy from CM Punk, not Io Sky.
Yeah. That's usually what we get from CM Punk every single time. Every single time. That's the only reason why we expect it from him. But yes, we'll talk more about Punk in a little bit here. But we do have a couple of comments here on the side. We got Manizi who asks us, what is Asuka's issue with Io and Rhea being friends? She's not one of us. She ain't Japanese. It's the same issue Bobby Lashley had with MJF.
No. So Asuka's issue with Rhea is everything that Io is telling Rhea that that Asuka can't do, she's allowing Rhea to do everything she's telling Asuka she shouldn't do. Don't help me. Rhea helps. What the fuck? Asuka tells her, separate yourself from her. She sees her hugging her. What the fuck? You told her, I'm going to stay away from her. 30 minutes later, you're helping and hugging her again.
Makes sense. Everything's making sense. Asuka is
Yeah.
justified.
How many times you got to...
I don't think she is.
Yes, she is. JJ just explained it.
No,
Not
that's a very surface level explanation.
So calling Verizon after this.
See, his internet didn't even agree with him. So
No, fuck that. Like, the fuck? Like, how you gonna sit there, hug someone, and then be like, you went there and you probably saw them in the back, ran over to them, and
So you can't hug them when you break up with them.
Told her, but I just like, all right. Then she's like, okay, I get you now. I get the story. I get it. You know what? We back on good terms. Cool. You separated from.
No, she was still bringing that up. She was still bringing that up when they met each other backstage. She was still mad about that. God. This was just extra stuff.
No. Then you saw that and you're like, we're cool. We're cool. What
no, they didn't even talk.
And 20 minutes later for? Why? Why did you go out there?
She had to pay back. She paid.
Is that her only friend?
Should have said that earlier.
Is that her only friend?
No, but she pays what she owes. She pays what she owes.
That's bullshit.
Speaking of former friends, AJ Styles met one-on-one with Finn Balor of the Judgment Day after the match was made earlier in the show. This is the 5th ever singles match between AJ Styles and Finn Balor, all in WWE. The crowd gave a polite applause as the match began. They wrestled back and forth for a few minutes until Balor drop-kicked Styles off the apron. Styles maintained control through a commercial break. You get Styles blocked a crossbody. He hits a backbreaker, follows up with a fireman's carry into a neckbreaker, Ushigoroshi for a 2 count. Balor responds. He comes back. He isolates for a minute and then hits a sling blade. He follows up with the shotgun dropkick into the corner. Balor goes up to the top rope. He looks like he's on the verge of hitting the coup de grace, but we get AJ avoiding it. He moves out the way. After a series of counters, AJ's able to get Balor in position. He hits the Styles Clash. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles picks up the win. And yes, this match was shorter than Dragon Lee versus JD McDonough at 8 minutes and 5 seconds in comparison to 8 minutes and 42 seconds. God, tell me you don't care about Finn Balor or AJ Styles louder than this. I don't think it's possible. This was decent because it's AJ Styles and Finn Balor. This was about the standard practice for them, but they weren't given enough time to have anything other than just fine, decent work. JJ?
Yeah, like you said, yeah, that was fine. I mean, but when you just get a fucking print on the bottom of your fucking screen here that just says AJ and Finn, it's happening later, with no suspense or build up or dialogue or anything attached to it, you already know they're not going to give it their best because they don't fucking deserve their best because they gave them no fucking promotion for it. Like, this match is one of those matches that should be on a PLE. This is one of those matches that should have fucking vignettes and video packages and story behind it. They have all the fucking history and story in the world to make something like that happen. Like, what the fuck? Y'all could have said this shit is happening next week and at least give it some steam. But no. And good on AJ and Finn to make sure they played it safe and that nothing happened to either one of them for a match that no one gave a fuck about.
Yeah, they gave what they were given, basically. Romeo?
This was nothing. This was a nothing burger. These guys are better than that. Actually, the only match of the night without outside interference, and still it wasn't good. Like, Finn could have used it, and Finn told him, "Don't come out there to help me. I'll handle this on my own." He could have used some outside interference. This was not good. This was AJ and Finn are so much better than this. So much better. Disappointing.
It was definitely disappointing here. What I was definitely felt better about was wait, is it this segment now or well, yeah, I mean, I might as well get this segment out the way. No, first it was this. Seth Rollins was backstage with the Vision. Bronson Reed was looking upset. Bron Breakker was getting ready for his main event matchup, and he said he wants to see the dog. And he was like, I couldn't have envisioned this. And Paul Heyman says, you actually did. And he's like, yes, I did. I hate him so much. This group is so much better without him. It's not even funny. When was the last time that the leader was the worst person in a group?
Why was it so much better the 3 to 4 weeks that he was gone?
You know?
You know what I forgot
Like
to say?
Bron Breakker became a star. Like he was a highlight on the mic. Then you had the Shula follow was created. And now they're back to getting pep talks.
You know what I forgot to say? That's actually a positive. Is that for once, the Vision did not open up the show. For once. And it did not lead to a main event match that was very predictable. Well, we all knew.
Yeah. It did lead to a main event.
I got my prediction wrong.
That had interference in it.
Yes, that will never stop.
You're gonna get one. Like Triple H has these tropes that you're gonna see in every weekly TV show. You'll at least see one. Sometimes you'll see all of them, but you'll at least see two most of the time.
I believe main events go back to June, where there's been interference in every main event. I think since sometime in June.
That's crazy.
June,
you're gonna get interference in multiple matches. You're gonna get a pull apart brawl. You're going to get a DQ finish, at least one, every show. Maybe we'll skip a week so it doesn't become too obvious. Like they did. I think they did that last week. They skipped a week of no DQ finishes.
Right, but we did have interference, yeah.
No. I think I'm wrong. No, was it this week or was it last week? Last week didn't have any DQ finishes?
No, it went through a table. Jey Uso and who was it?
Yeah, that was Extreme Rules. That was Extreme Rules.
Yeah. But still interference.
Yeah, still interference. But you're going to get DQ finish, interference, pull apart brawls,
opening promo.
Yeah, show opening promo from a stable. Those are the four tropes of a Triple H WWE TV.
That we can think of off the top of our head. There is more. Yeah. It'll come to us. Trust us.
Apparently, Penta losing is a part of that trope too now.
Now he had been stat padding. He had been winning. Now he loses and it gets us very upset, rightfully.
He's 2 games above 500. he ain't been winning that much. We got
wow.
We got backstage. We had what I thought was one of the best segments of the show. Jey Uso was all wound up as he met with Roman Reigns backstage. Reigns warned him to never trust CM Punk. Reigns also wondered why Jey was so uptight. He told him to stop caring about helping people. He's helped enough. He's helped him. He's helped their family. He's helped this locker room. I've seen it, man. You've helped this company. It was time for Jey to do it for himself. It wasn't about being one of the boys or making friends. It was about cashing in on those moments and locking in a legacy. He says, well, man, that's just my perspective. That's how I see it. But it's up to you. You got to do you. You got to be Jey. They shook hands and they parted ways. This was really good, yo. Like, the fact that Roman has just spent his whole return since coming back in July just putting over Jey Uso and trying to elevate the two Brons. This might be the most unselfish run of Roman Reigns' career.
But don't buy into it 100%. There's something intriguing here. They're planting the seeds for something, hopefully, to eventually come. Because Roman, he's hyping up Jey. He's hyping up Jey. But what is Jey's eventual end goal? To get back on top, I guess, right?
Yeah.
That's Roman's spot. Like, Roman is eventually going to have to clash with his cousin again.
No.
Whether it's face versus face. Yes, it is. Roman has to be at the mountaintop.
If Jey wins the world heavyweight championship, Roman says, I'm going to win back my title. That's not my title.
He can.
I don't care about the only way. I believe that Roman will eventually get a shot at the world heavyweight championship, but they will paint it in a way he only wants that title because Seth has it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want that title. He only wants it because Seth has it.
Yes.
If Jey has it, that's what I'm saying. If Jey has it, he don't want that title no more.
But they're gonna eventually. They're both gonna have to go after Seth. They're gonna have to cross paths. That's what I think it's leading to.
They don't necessarily have to cross paths. That could be something they explored. But I honestly have felt that Jay and Roman have wrestled each other enough. And I think they met the point of the expiration date. And that expiration date was SummerSlam 2023 when they finally had a bad match. They had a great run of great matches, whether it was one-on-one or tag team against one another. And then they had a bad match at SummerSlam 2023, and they haven't revisited the match yet. It's a different dynamic now, but I don't think it's necessary.
Tribal Chief don't want nothing to do with that World Heavyweight Championship.
It's Seth Rollins. He wants
that man hasn't even mentioned, looked at, gave a fuck about. He's literally himself called that shit the B title.
Yes.
He wants nothing to do with that shit. He only wants the title back that he lost.
But Seth is in it. He wants Seth. It's gonna have to cross paths
Roman
together.
would be that dude to beat Seth, take the title, then relinquish it.
What the fuck is that?
like he don't want nothing to do with that fucking title.
God.
Roman Reigns will never be a world heavyweight champion. Roman will only be a WWE undisputed champion. He's never won that title in his career.
No, he never cared to.
It was created because of him.
Basically.
It was a WWE championship. That is considered a world heavyweight champion. Roman doesn't want nothing to do with that shit.
Bailey
He's never even had a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship.
I think it's coming. He wants Seth. He wants Seth. It's a byproduct.
If it's against Seth, I could see that happen.
It's a byproduct.
There was another Bailey video. This one was a lot better than last week, in my opinion. Show Bailey, and immediately, right from the start, they had the voices in her head. But first, we hear a younger, more upbeat version of Bailey talking to her. She's the hugger version of Bailey, and she's telling her that she was once so happy and she was able to win the title. And yes, she missed out on WrestleMania this year, but she knows how it feels. She was at WrestleMania and retained the title in her first show. Then we hear the role model version of Bailey, and she talks about how she got more success. She was able to hold 2 titles at the same time. She set records and dominated the whole company. And we basically hear the 2 voices arguing with one another until the real Bailey told them to please just stop. This was really well done. This was some of the best acting from Bailey. I think her acting was really bad last week. This one was much better, and we kind of see the vision of her being Two-Face. She's basically Two-Face, guys.
Whoa, vision. Whoa.
No, she's Two-Face. That's what I'm trying to say. You're focusing on the wrong word. Backstage, a concerned Lyra Valkyria asks Adam Pearce if they had checked on Bailey and if there was an update on her medical state. He said that he has called her, but there's no official status. He promised an update as Lyra was very concerned. Then the male members of the Judgment Day pull up on Pearce and ask about AJ Styles, about Finn just losing to him. Dom wanted things to end with Styles, so Pearce agreed and said that he will put Dom against AJ Styles for the WWE Intercontinental Championship next week in Paris.
Look at Finn. Oh my God, bro.
Finn, bro.
Look at that menacing look.
Dom wasn't pleased with this news at all. He even called Pearce Charles Xavier. Balor was selling in the background after just wrestling, but he did look up and had the biggest smile on his face at Pearce's announcement, which was the funniest part of the set.
Oh man,
that was the best. That was Finn. Like, he gonna get yours, man.
JJ, what did you think about the combination of segments here? Bailey, then Lyra's concern, and then the Judgment Day with Balor.
Who cares about Lyra's concern? The Bailey thing, it's crazy. I was thinking, and it's probably not gonna happen, but that Two-Face shit was like kind of interesting to me. It's like, what if one week she comes out as the hugger, and then she snaps, and then the next week she comes out as the role model, And it's like she's kind of like
Remind you of anything?
Yeah, she's literally like going through a fucking bipolar disorder as far as WWE characters, and it portrays on TV.
Like the 3 faces of Foley.
That, you see, I would be all for that. Like, I'd be for that. Like, getting the 3 sides of Bayley. I fuck with that.
Now she has to have 3 Royal Rumble entrances to really put a stamp on her.
Oh, that would be crazy.
With her good music, and then all of her awful music after that. Romeo.
Nah, Deliverance was fucking fire. I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. Well, anyway, Deliverance was nice.
Okay.
What is that?
But anything after that, all the other shit
Deliverance
after that.
is
that's the harmonic start. The her first like heel music with the harmonic start.
Oh, the one that sounded like Seth Rollins. They started the
exactly.
Yeah, but no, there's no harmonical tune after the start.
Yeah. I love how Bayley. We saw her video editing. Now she's into the sound editing because she did a really good job of sounding like the younger Bayley, which is very distinctively different from the other Baileys that we've gotten after. It's like very enthusiastic and fun and hopeful and cheerful. Like you forget that Bayley, the hugger Bayley. So that was kind of cool to just like see her just bring that back with ease. Like they're so different, her voices. So I thought that was pretty impressive. But I'm ready to go with these vignettes. Like also speed this up too. Like I understand the long-term storytelling. Some things need to be sped up. We got to get going. We need a direction. Where are we going?
Wrap it up, B.
And then finally, it was time for the main event. We saw Bron Breakker. He was walking backstage, heading to the ring, when suddenly Roman Reigns jumps him from behind, shoves him into an equipment box. He then pulls up on Bronson Reed and knocks him down with a Superman punch. Security takes away Roman as Pierce told Breakker he still had a match. Breakker wasn't pleased, neither was Paul Heyman. Then out of nowhere, LA Knight jumps Bron Breakker. He goes after him. He attacks him all the way to the stage and entrance area, fights him all the way down to the ring to get the match started. Knight continued to beat on Bron before the match began and attacked him around ringside. They enter the ring so the match could start. Despite Knight attacking Bron for a good 5 minutes, and after Reigns blindsided him earlier, Bron was still able to make his own comeback and took control. After a break, you get Bron gave Knight a Frankensteiner, and Knight slipped out of a power slam and hit a DDT. You get Knight made his comeback and hit a neck breaker. Bron cut him off and went for a running spear, but Knight was able to boot him down. You get with Bron standing on the top rope, Knight leaps up there and brought him down with a superplex. He then followed with a nice looking flying elbow drop. Then the music of Seth Rollins hit. Rollins comes down to ringside. Knight chases him around ringside like a freaking idiot. He walks right into Bron Breakker, who delivers one spear, then waits for LA Knight to get to his feet as the fans are chanting for CM Punk, and he delivers a second spear for the 1-2-3. LA Knight loses clean as a fucking whistle as he just fucking comes out here, and it looks like a straight up dork.
Clean.
It's clean. He's the one that went after Seth.
Again.
Seth did not interfere. He
Distraction.
went after Seth. That is a distract. That is dumb babyface syndrome. That is not a rightful. Hey, I'm here to distract you. When you go out of the ring and chase after him and get yourself distracted when you're in control, that you're stupid. You're stupid. Baby.
Fuck Seth Rollins. He hates him. Everyone hates Seth Rollins. He's that good. It is a distraction, though.
No, I don't think so. But you keep going that way.
You cannot. Then the clean streak is broken. Then no outside interference. It's broken. Then.
Well,
I mean, that's a distraction, man.
it's a distraction.
continues.
It counts, but it's just like it's also LA Knight is dumb. Rollins and Braun, they attack LA Knight after the matchup. You get Jey Uso who tries to make the save. He hits Rollins with a super kick, turned his attention to Braun, but Rollins was able to take Jey and deliver a pedigree to lay him out. Finally, the music of CM Punk hit. They cut the song, and the fans just kept singing along to his theme song as he came out. He posts Bron Breakker on the outside. He has a big stare down with Seth Rollins. Then they go at it for a bit. Braun pulls Seth out of the ring for safety. The crowd starts chanting, "Seth's a pussy." Punk helps Jey to his feet, but Knight confronts Punk, getting in his face. Jey tried to settle things down, but Knight brushes him off. Punk and Knight start trading fists until Punk was able to shove Knight into Jey Uso. You get Seth, who holds back Bron Breakker, who wants to get back involved and says they're doing exactly what he wanted. Punk grabbed Knight for a GTS, but Knight slipped out and stumbled toward Jey, who laid him out with a big old super kick. Jey then stood tall with CM Punk, but then Jey also laid out Punk with the super kick as well. So Jey Uso is the last one standing, while Seth Rollins looked on very confidently that he has gotten what he's wanted.
Seth Rollins.
The match was solid. It was fine for what it was. The post-match, fun little angle to try to build heat for the four-way. I just have no interest in this four-way at all because I know the result. I know who's probably going to lose the matchup because you just had him lose in a non-title matchup against a guy that's not in the fucking match on Sunday. So you're pretty much telling me LA Knight's here to take the fall. So there's no drama to this. And I really feel like Punk versus Knight has more heat on it than the actual four-way or anything involving Seth. JJ.
Bro, LA Knight has to be like the dumbest babyface in the entire company right now. Like, he's just an idiot. Like, choose a path and just stick to it. Like you cool with one, you don't want to bother with the other one. Now you out here losing matches because you are distracted because you hear someone's music. He didn't enter the ring at all. Then you get speared and lose. Then you blame, looks like vicariously, you blame Punk and Jey for losing. So you're mad at Punk and Jey. Then you get laid out by Jey. Then you're going to lose on Sunday to Seth after you cost Jey and Punk the match. Like, he's just going to fuck this up for everyone involved and then lose. Like, dumbest babyface on the roster right now. LA Knight, you are the winner, my friend, because you're a fucking idiot. You're going through tables, you're taking L's, you're gonna be the fall guy on Sunday, and you're gonna cost Seth, CM Punk, and Jey Uso the championship while doing this.
Hey, every man for himself.
You're apparently, but LA Knight is just literally not trying to win. LA Knight is just out here just wanting to throw hands with everybody that he's in fucking path with or in line with. He's just an idiot. He's just a complete idiot. And this is not a good look on his character because we're supposed to now support this guy if he's a future like world championship contender. Like, he's acting like a fucking buffoon right now.
Buffoonery. Romeo, what did you think?
Thought the match was fine, and everything we got at the end was just a one big preview of how it's gonna be on Sunday, man. I know the result is predictable, but I do think it'll be a solid match, and I do think it's very easy to tell a story with this match. We know what the story is gonna be, but it'll be easy for these pros to put it all together, and I think it'll be enjoyable until the ending, because who wants to see Seth Rollins continue his reign? But I think they'll do a good job on Sunday.
All right. This card does not look good to me at all.
Run it down.
It's Seth Rollins defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Jey Uso, CM Punk, and LA Knight. You got Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. You got John Cena versus Logan Paul. You got Sheamus versus Rusev in a Donnybrook matchup. And you got Becky Lynch defending the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship against Nikki Bella.
We're here for the crowd.
Exactly.
For the crowd.
This is the most we're here for the crowd. Crowd, please help us. PLE I've ever seen.
I think the Seth Rollins match will be the match of the night. I don't think it has much competition.
Easily.
Maybe Sheamus Rusev, maybe. But yeah. The other match.
I think it's either that or Roman and Bronson.
Does Bronson have a chance or no?
No, he doesn't have a chance.
No chance.
But I think that he can have a strong enough showing that makes this if it's a great matchup, this puts him over significantly.
Yeah.
So,
Roman and Becky gonna have to have their working boots.
Yeah.
And card.
And John Cena, because John Cena got a lead.
I don't think John Cena. You got what you got out of me with Cody, man. I'm good, brother.
We're giving you Logan Paul, someone that you have to lead and you have to go through all the spots you choreographed for the last 3 weeks. So there we go. All right, we've made it to the end of another review here. Sound off in the live chat. Final call for super chat donations. Show us some love, some support for all that we do here, especially me getting roasted and cooked and JJ getting his promotion on today's show. So appreciate y'all for that. And of course, let us know your match of the night, your MVP, your LVP, whether you gave the show a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle. Out of 10, what did you give the show? And your moment of the night. For me, JJ, and Romeo for the August 25th, 2025 edition of Monday Night Raw in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs in the middle for me. Thumbs in the middle for Romeo. Thumbs up for top guy JJ. JJ, out of 10, what did you give this show?
Barely exactly hits the score 7. Hits the score at 7. And all because, that segment in the middle of the show, that literally got itself like an extra 2.5 points. My man got blasted on Monday Night Raw. We made it, y'all.
Disgusting. Deplorable.
Like, he got blasted on Monday Night Raw. Hell yes. It's a 7. Thumbs up, baby.
Out of 10, what did you give the show, Romeo?
4.8. Not a fan of this show. Not a fan of the show.
Down.
Under 4.5 is a thumbs down for me.
What?
Yes.
You gave it a 4.8, Romeo, out of 10. How is that not a thumbs down? That's below 5. That's below. That's
4.5 to
the middle.
6.5 is
That's
my thumbs
literally
in the
a failing grade.
No, because I count 0 to 1. If I could give a show a 0 point something, so that's a 0 to 4.5 is a thumbs down.
So if you came home from school with a 48 on your test.
Have you seen how they lowered the grading standards?
I know
nowadays?
that. I'm talking about when you were in school.
Even with the lowering grading standard, if my kid gets a 48 out of 100, that's a problem.
That's a thumbs down, Romeo.
He said
I give it a 5.1.
You
happy now?
Fuckers? Oh my god.
5.1. Because I can't give it a thumbs down when SP3 got eviscerated. So it's still a thumbs in the middle. So, yeah. I'm not going to give it a thumbs down when SP3 got
the show was a 5. Absolutely, the show was a 5. This show sucked. But I got to show love because SP got eviscerated and Sports Illustrated got called out. And that means we made it.
See, I'm not going all the way
up there.
I'm so unbiased. I'm not giving this show a thumbs down. I gave it a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Just avoids being a thumbs down. 6 out of 10 for me. The show had one of the most disgusting acts in pro wrestling history. I will never forgive Nikki Bella. I'm no longer a Nikki Bella fan.
King Potato.
I will not be her side.
What the F are you talking about? I gave it the lowest score here out of the three of us. What are you talking about?
He gave it a fucking 4.8. It said it was thumbs
glazing it. Oh, shut the F up, cunt.
Oh, whoa! He said the word. He said the word.
You see? He used that shit in sentence.
He
I explain why I can't give it a thumbs down. It's because SP3 got eviscerated. You moron.
Yo, see, I used
All right.
I use it in context. He actually used it on a person.
I don't give a shit. You think I give a shit?
Match of the night, I'm gonna go Roxanne, Rhea, Romeo.
Yo,
Bron and LA Knight, barely. Not a fan of the in-ring work on the show.
JJ.
yo, we might get canceled.
I don't care.
Yo,
fire me.
Could my moment of the night be from this fucking episode right now?
Who is your match of the night, JJ?
Oh, match of the night is the I'm gonna go Rhea and Roxanne.
So we're in agreement there. Moment of the night, I will go with because if I can't go with Romeo just now, or the intro, I will go with Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch's promo. Romeo.
What specific moment though? There was a specific moment from that promo? Because that would be segment of the night.
It was Becky Lynch feeling so insulted by Nikki Bella being so disrespectful to a respectable outlet like Sports Illustrated. Romeo.
I actually have two moments of the night, which is rare. One is Roman finding out Bronson is Samoan. That was great. And the other is the C word stuff. That was funny. Hilarious from Becky Lynch.
JJ.
Yeah, I mean, moment of the night is Nikki Bella's clapback at the Sports Illustrated line for me. Nikki got tired of it and said, "No one cares, bro." It just dogged us and gave us the heat that hey, it's here. It came from this show. Came from that man right there. That man is the auditor. He's the author of that column. So she blasted him. So that's definitely my moment of the night.
Stay fearless. It's not just a cute slogan. It's Nikki Bella, baby. She's not scared of you. She's not scared of Sports Illustrated. You kidding me? Bella Army, baby.
This might get my vote. This might get my vote for most disgusting promotional tactic.
Co-moment of the night is Romeo calling somebody a cunt on the street.
For real.
I apologize for that.
Romeo,
that was awesome. Don't apologize.
Well, King Potato, you should apologize. Honestly, you should apologize.
Yeah, I agree. Then what we got? MVP, LVP of the night, Romeo.
MVP is Roman, Nikki, and Becky.
I'm gonna give it to Becky Lynch for protecting, the sanctity of a respectable outlet like Sports Illustrated. And I am going to give LVP to Nikki Bella for being disrespectful to a respectable outlet like Sports Illustrated. JJ.
This might be the first time in Raw history where the same person is going to get the LVP and the MVP in the same show. MVP is Nikki Bella, baby. She's stuck and hung with the man. Like, finally, she fucking held up her fucking own. And she stayed with the man. And she actually cooked her. And then cooked us in the process. She's fucking amazing for that.
Disrespectful. We've made it to the end of another edition.
I didn't get my LVP. My LVP.
Oh, okay.
My LVPs are Penta, Io Sky, and the whole Judgment Day. They all lost.
Sure.
So I'm not gonna give that many LVPs. I am gonna give one LVP. Actually, I'm gonna give two LVPs. Two LVPs. First one is going to Io Sky because she's a liar.
Hypocrite.
And second LVP is going to Triple H once again because, like, what the fuck are you doing to this show week in and week out? Like, you are killing us right now. Like, right now we are in a fucking tailspin of shit on Monday Night Raw. Like, what the fuck is this that we're getting weekly?
There we go. All right, we've made it to the end of another edition of Rated Raw Review. If you're watching us on demand, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about this week's Monday Night Raw. And of course, if you're watching us on demand, we appreciate y'all. Remember to drop the thumbs up and share this video with all your wrestling fans out there. Top Guy JJ, Romeo, thank you as always. Top Guy JJ, let everybody know where they can follow you on social media and when they shall see you again.
Instagram, you can find me at TrueHill_Top Guy JJ, and on the YouTube channel, I will be here next week. Intro included, baby, for the Rated Raw review for Monday Night Raw, and for the True Heel Heat flagship podcast, I will be back on September 13th with hopefully the whole gang, but I know that's a school week, so we'll see what happens. We might be having some absences, so let's see what happens.
Romeo, let the people know.
Romeo Damas, all social media. Look out, maybe there is a Clash and Patty watch along on Sunday. Probably not here, unless it's like something, unless they like bury SP3 again next Raw. Probably not going to be here for Raw review next week. I've done 2 weeks in a row. I think I'm due a week off.
Oh my God. This guy acts like I don't do every
Especially if there's a watch along for Clash in Paris. Probably, yeah. Especially.
When am I going to... I just want to know from the both of you.
SP has done 82 of these shits already.
When do I get a week off and you two do Rated Raw review?
Well, I could do this by myself. I'll be done in 10 minutes.
What I would need is, I'll tell you right now, I ain't doing a whole. This show will be like 45 minutes.
Oh, probably less. If you ever want to take one off,
you want to take a week off,
and this would have been the week to do it. You don't want to talk about them burying your ass.
I want to talk about this damn show. This damn
take
show.
A week off.
I mean, you've been here for 82 of them, so you might as well. You have to coordinate that shit though, because you know what I'm saying. I might call out, and then all of a sudden Romeo's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do something because JJ gonna be there," and then I call out, and Romeo calls out too, and then you're like, "Fuck, this is supposed to be the week I take off."
It's like I'm gonna have to work anyway.
Now lower your expectations, folks. It is not gonna be a review the way SP3 does it. No. We are starting at 110, 105. We are done by 1:30.
No, that's fine.
And that includes running the intro back. That includes running the intro back.
Run it back. me and JJ will be gassed.
But yes, we appreciate y'all for joining us today. Follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. Follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at TrueHillHeat. Patreon.com/TrueHillHeat. We got plenty of great content over there. We had a preview for Rev Pro for this weekend. I'll probably be working on something to drop over there in regards to wrapping stuff up when it comes to Rev Pro's weekend during Forbidden Door weekend. If you want to hear about Forbidden Door, we did a very extensive review on it. Our AEW NJPW Forbidden Door 2025 review is up with myself, Jay News, and Professor Chris. Check out the Flash Hit podcast for our 8-year anniversary with myself, Drew Draw Josh, and Miss Chrissy Love, where we introduce new TikTok time, where we do some games on the channel. So go over and check that out as well. But for Top Guy JJ, for Romeo, it is me, your True Phenom, SP3. This has been Rated Raw Review number 82. Has the man lost her balls? We are signing off until next time.
Bella Army, stand up.
Damn, SP.
In the mud.
Fuck you, Nikki.